Salutations, friends. How is everybody doing this evening? I forgot to put my earbuds on. You guys don't hear an echo, do you? If you do, let me know. I'm not going to wear my earphones if I don't have to. Let's see here. Oh, look at that. Gary, the last ranger, was first. You guys digging the new emoji for the channel members? Ranger was first. I just learned what slaps are from your video. Those slaps are dope. Yeah. In kind of the graffiti hip hop ish world, you don't call them stickers, you call them slaps. You slap them up on things, right? So, kind of different terminology. Well, you'll be back when it's more convenient for you. Well, that's all good. All good. All right, no echo. I'm looking at YouTube comments, but I'm also looking at the StreamYard comments. So good. Be up. Sobix, be up. Jason Brown. Yeah. Want to do just a quick little, this is my first time going live on my own since everything's happened. I've been on a couple of live streams, but just want to do a little moment of silence for our brother. But I guess I'm not doing a good job at calling out channel members. I'm doing this solo, so bear with me, folks. But channel member Last Ranger, channel member Scooter, CPM, hello, sir. Marcos, my brother, how you doing? Happy Saturday to you too. Iggy, channel member, what up? Be up. Mrs. Freak Show, good evening, milady. I guess good evening, milady, to Iggy as well. Trying to be a gentleman here instead of a jerk. It's kind of hard. That's what she said. But Papa Rhino, good evening to you, sir. Good evening. Oh, Iggy, you got NC got some of the remnants, didn't it? Hope it's not too bad. No EXO. Oh, that's in my backpack. Oh, no echo. Oh, I was thinking no, and it even says XO. I thought it said XO. XO's in my backpack. Good. Oh, you guys got it too, huh? Whew. What up? What up to you, sir? Shane Gables, and the Freak Show himself is in the house. Do you guys sit side by side and watch? Or are you in different rooms? All right, hold the phones, everybody. We got ourselves a treat this evening. I would like to add to the live stream the Beard of Doom. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, dude? I've been having a chat with Urban Outdoorsman. Him and I from the auction last week. Our knives got mixed up, and he lives up in Georgia, and I'm down here in Florida. So the two of us said, "Screw it, let's get on the motorcycles and meet up in St. Augustine."
Oh, so nice.
We're gonna. It's about an hour and 45 each way. Yeah. So he's gonna ride down. I'm gonna ride up. We're gonna hit up some barbecue joint.
Awesome, man.
And have some lunch, shoot the shit, and then I think I'm just gonna have a nice lazy ride back down the coast and call that my Sunday.
Hell, dude, that sounds like an amazing Sunday, man.
Jason bringing people together
through
an auction and a botched shipping.
Is that the first time you guys have kind of communicated, got together?
Yeah,
Like
we
that?
we were we weren't even following each other on
Yeah.
Instagram or anything. I got a message today. I was actually rolling out to go riding today, and the post office was just pulling up, handed me a package. I said, "Oh, nice, that's my knife." Threw it in the garage and left. And I stopped at one point and looked at my phone, and it was a picture of my knife. And he is like, "Hey, you didn't by any chance get my damn design, did you?" I was like, "Yeah, I don't know. I haven't opened it." Got home, and that's what that was. So
Oh, well, that's
things,
hey,
yeah,
happy mistakes, right?
yeah, exactly. No, there are no mistakes, only happy
Right.
accidents.
Only happy accidents.
Yes.
Well, speaking of charity, Jason Brown, Mr. Ed Harrison is in the house. And I don't know if everyone turned into SKL, JB Big Red EDC's raffle that he had on for his early edition of Saturday Night Live. There was 4 different packages that you could bid on. Ed Harrison went for the hat trick, the sweep, and he outbid everybody on everything
Damn.
and got up to about $1,500.
Nice.
But he didn't stop there. Ed said, I had $2,000 that I wanted to donate. And he went all in.
Dude, that is awesome.
JB, Big Red EDC, and everyone that was over there today raised, I think it ended up being about $3,300.
Nice.
We had a Blue Creek Knives who said, everyone that donated in super chats, I'll double the super chats.
Mm-hmm.
And so with that combined with what Ed did and a couple other things that came in, yeah, I think it was about, I think
I didn't even know that was happening, man. I was out on the bike all day, and then I came home and I took myself a little nap, and then I woke up and started planning my trip for tomorrow, and now I'm here.
yeah. So yeah, that ended up being about 11:30 for us. So plus 3 for you.
Yeah.
But Ed is in. He's just right outside of Atlanta, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, and then ended up talking to Ed for, I don't know, Ed, what did we do? We cut it up for about an hour or so afterwards. But yeah, shout out Ed Harrison. Everybody show Ed some love if you're not already, because I'm already way far behind. So I apologize, folks. But it's just amazing, amazing, amazing.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to keep up with chat. If I'm in here, I can't do it.
I will. I'm gonna get caught up. Absolutely, I will. This Adderbites. I'm sorry, I mispronounced that. I have not seen your name before. Good evening. Thanks for showing up. Blazeburger is apparently not inconvenienced anymore, and coming is back. Aberdeen Blades, what's up? Blade Ogre, hello. Let's see here. Ian Coates, good evening. Hey, Revolving Blades. I got it in my backpack. I'll pull that out in a little bit. If anybody saw earlier in the week, I posted a Hinderer Maximus overview. The dagger. Here, I should just get it out. But that came via Revolving Blades. So let me get into my backpack here real quick, and I will I'll pull that bad mamma jamma out. It's a very interesting knife. Do you have any Hinderers in your collection, Bod?
I do not, but you know what I did find clearing off my desk? This little guy right here. This is the jankiest turd pen ever. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Oh, it's locked.
I'll bigify you.
This is the most ghetto jank pen ever.
Oh, okay. It's a pen. Is that like a what's a Blade City?
It's an OTF pen.
Yeah,
But the blade that's on there, I mean, it's the only thing you're going to do with it is open up a letter
of course,
or,
of
pick your
course.
fingernails. But God, I guess it's still illegal in places like New York and whatnot. But
It's out the front, right? Because
mhm.
but ooh, and then I go and fail it. This is the Hinderer Maximus, their dagger style folder.
All right.
Single edge, not double edge, but yeah, shout out to Revolving Blades for sending that along. Um, in the den, he is in the bedroom. Okay, so you guys are slightly separated. He's probably sharpening. Um,
I just have everything in a pile on my desk right now. I'm trying to find my
uh,
little dagger thing.
that's kind of how my desk in front of me is right now as well.
Mm,
Iggy says, "Hello, sir. Nice to see you with your pants up."
Me? Oh, I don't have any pants on right now.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say it's a pretty big assumption there, Iggy.
Did I put it away?
Um,
where did I put that thing?
let's see. Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody's saying hello.
There's mine.
Oh, nice.
That's the
Antimatter.
arcane antimatter. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The something obscene.
hmm Yeah, I got that thing and
That's,
immediately went to close it and did that.
yep,
And
yep.
sliced myself open and crazy glued myself back together and called it a day.
I said in when I did this video, the only other dagger I've ever handled or really familiar with is the antimatter.
How is that one in the hand? I've watched a couple of reviews that have talked
So
about how that kind of hourglass on the carbon
yeah,
fiber is
yeah.
uncomfortable.
So not only that, but it's that kind of it's coffin esque,
hmm
but it's got you see the little swoopy swoop right there. Now, if that was only on the down side and not
hmm
up in the palm,
Yeah.
it's not spicy hot spot, but I mean, to me, big old gloves, I feel it,
Yeah.
but it's not bad. It's not
Is
bad.
that bayonet sharpened on the top end as well? No.
No, no. So that they call this their bayonet grind. It's a
Okay.
false edge
Yeah.
up here. No edge. This edge is sharp. You know what though? This didn't come extremely sharp.
Yeah.
That is one thing. And someone asked me that, and I was like, "No, I think it is." And then I tried cutting. I was like, "No, it's not.
This
It's not like
this is my
razor sharp."
bayonet.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Joe did an awesome job on this thing, but
Cheers, brother. Exo salute.
that thing is
I just got the Tanto though.
do you know what, dude? I would trade you blades in a heartbeat. I
I
hate I hate this bayonet. I
I
wanted
waited. I waited like 4 or 5 drops to finally get the Tanto.
yeah, I wanted the purple fat carbon. I had to have it,
Yeah,
but in order to get it, I had to get the bayonet. So
and then
yeah,
you got like the
nice.
full clip slip, right?
I did because I wear the EXO when I'm riding the motorcycle.
Uh huh.
Just because it's like if I'm out at a bike event, everybody knows how those things can go
Right.
south really quick.
Yeah.
I want something that I can just get and get out and move with. But I usually carry a fixie, and then I got the EXO, and I wanted a full belt one that I could have kind of on my back hip. So
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
it's my concealed carry since the government took away my rights to own a pew pew. That's a
Bullshit.
story for another day. But don't ever be honest with the VA kids.
Huh.
Yeah.
Didn't you put on extra pants like overalls and coveralls?
Hmm.
Uh
Everybody
hey,
knows good things happen when you have no pants on.
Yeah.
That's like World of Warcraft 101. If you're raiding, you don't wear pants.
Right. What's up, ENG? Channel member as well. And also Scott N, channel member. Jared White, Cherry Picking EDC, channel member. Patina Turner.
So I'm going to take this second here for a little shameless plug.
Yeah.
This is the penguin that I modded. I don't know if you can.
Here, let me bigify you, dude.
It was the jigged penguin, and then I took it and I did like a flat sanding on and made it a two-tone. And then there's a dude in he's either Norway or Switzerland or something made me the backspacer for it. And this is the Bowler M390 one.
Yeah, the traditional pocket knife, C. Reisner cutlery exclusive.
Yep. But this is the one that I'm giving away right now, just because. And I'm also rolling up I think I'm like 75 away from 1,000 followers on Instagram. So I'm probably going to add in something else and just double it up 1,000 on Insta. And, because I saw it.
Can someone out there pretty please, I would say if you are not following Bod on Instagram or you got some awesome shorts up on the YouTubes as well, you should definitely, can someone put up his links? Pretty please. I'm making a couple extra people mods too. Pretty fly for a knife guy, William Letterman. I realize you guys don't have wrenches, but
everybody gets a wrench.
Everybody, I copy a lot from Maddie. Mike Reese, you didn't have one either. If you don't have a wrench, please let me know. But oh hey, Joe Kesperek.
What's up, Joe?
House. How you doing, dude?
Yeah, I think this guy might be the one that I throw in as the extra. This is a little Max Ace Panzer.
Oh yeah, the Panzer.
Tiny little chode knife, but it's really cool, man.
Yeah.
It's like a $70 knife new. And
did you say it? That's Max Ace, right?
It is Max Ace.
Yeah. Saw that at the Max Ace booth at Blade Show.
Yep. I bought that Timascus Hephaestus, and after I bought it, the store I was buying it from Max Ace's store on AliExpress, and they had a coupon that was like, save $80 if you spend another $30. So I added this thing for $70 and basically got this plus an extra $20 off, give or take, because numbers and mathing.
Gotcha there, Paul. Oh, and Miss Freak Show, how did I miss you? Well, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. So, you guys, let's help out Bod. Get there if you can, pretty please.
I mean, if nothing else, you get to see me post videos from the pooper at least once a week.
I was gonna say, at minimum, come for the dude, legit LOL, legit laughing content, dude.
Yeah, I don't take any of it seriously, man. I posted up that video on my YouTube channel the other day about how to blacken titanium, and I think half of it wound up being a conversation with my daughter about her being old enough to scoop dog poop, and then she ran away on me. But yeah, so I'm waiting for the wife to come home with some sushi for me. Nice. So when she gets home, I'm just gonna up and chuck deuces.
It's all good, man. All good. The missus today, I took a little nap earlier, and I woke up to the most lovely smell in the home. She's making bria. It's kind of a Mexican pot roast, I guess. But
Okay.
she toasts all her own chilies, toasts all the spices, makes a big old everything is from scratch, everything. But I woke up to like the toasted spice smell and coriander and cumin, and that's oh man, I love it. And it's in the uh, pressure cooker now, the
Mm.
whatever that is, the air pot.
Did you, you
So,
telling that story totally just made me think of like Maurice Sendak's Where the Wild Things Are. You know, you're asleep and dreaming and be like,
yeah,
oh, the massive rumpus is
let
taking effect. And then
let the
you start
rumpus begin. Let the rumpus begin.
uh,
That's actually one of my all-time favorite books, and maybe I can pull this up here, but I plan on so speaking of where the wild things are, I plan on at some point I am going to let's see if this picture will pull up here. I plan on can I find a good picture here? Can I find the picture? So, maybe not. Maybe not. It should be here, but it's not.
are we looking at tattoo design?
No. Well, no, not that. I'm gonna. It's something I want to send to Forrest
Mm.
and have Forrest do something with it. And I still got it. It's just an old keepsake, but no. Although I'm in full halfway. I can't really show it off right
Mm.
now, but full.
Oh yeah, I saw the picture of that on the Discord.
In between sessions right now, and I got all sorts of. I I always go in spurts. Like I'll go
Mm.
like a year or two between getting tatted, and then I'll go and start like a full sleeve, and
Yep.
that's kind of. I wanted to keep going. I keep telling myself I don't want to stop a sleeve and start somewhere else, but
Mm.
then I come up with another idea and it doesn't quite fit in.
See
So
that's better than me, man. I started on my
yeah,
back what I think I was 15, and I've finished my whole back. I've finished this whole shoulder area. If you can see it through the fur, this one's
yeah.
all like stormtrooper armor style, and I still need to do this side. But I I've been going for God 20 years now, over 20 years on this stupid tattoo.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
the
yeah.
artists move and my tastes change, so I just have this
Right.
giant mishmash of garbage. But my favorites are still when I woke up one morning
Oh,
with
snap.
knee tattooed in each armpit. I'm glad that I just had knee, because
Oh, that's funny, man.
imagine if I put knee on one side and icky 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 ping zang zoo on the other.
Uh, this is about to get a whole lot hairier and 100% more beautiful, folks. Welcome to Said Stevie Live,
Oh, what's up,
Mr. Jack
Jake?
What's
Lungs.
going on? How you doing, gentlemen?
What's cracking, Jake? How you
Hey,
doing?
I'm gonna
Doing
step
good.
away and grab two things that I want to show you, because it's gonna be
Left, right now.
my next YouTube project.
Ooh, all right.
Ooh.
Um,
How goes it tonight?
it goes well. Goes well. I Cumin. Um, by the way, Patina, I accidentally scrolled past it. I saw your ear. I Berea is that I can't say it, but as you all know, I can't pronounce words right ever, and so I just pronounce them however the f I want. Like I can't say Bally song, I say Bali song. I can't say Kubi, I say Kube.
Did you say mayonnaise correctly?
Mayonnaise, yes. Thank you, Jake.
I'm actually team mayonnaise.
um
Uh, Kevin, I need to get you my address, and I'll send you shipping. Send me back your jank, and I will get it reworked for you, or I'll just send you a different piece of
Oh,
kind of the
dude,
same
I
style.
already glued it back together and started sanding it and whatnot. It gives me something to do.
All right.
I'm good, dude.
Well,
But are you ready for my next YouTube project?
If you're ready to show us, man.
Okay. Season 1.
Okay.
Reach Around Books. We're going to be doing Doom Reads. Susie Likes to Look at Balls. Come Swing with Us. Spank the Monkey Lends a Hand. Put Tony's Nuts in Your Mouth. And Brenda's Beaver Needs a Barber. Okay,
This is going to be a whole series?
It's going to be a whole series. I'm going to read the books to you. And then I've got series 2. Series 2 is Who Will Help Jack Off the Horse? Brenda's Beaver Plays Around. Jiggle Wiggle Tickle Pickle. Lucy Lickablotopus Goes Down South. And Peter Pitched a Tent.
This is quality children's writing. I like this.
They're children's books.
Yeah, of course they are.
Sort of.
I can't wait, by the way. I can't wait. So, for any of you out there that aren't subbed, why wouldn't you be at this point? Hey, what's up, Chris? You got your beard oil in today. Awesome, dude. Chris is actually, dude, you're a multiple. You've ordered a couple now, man. So thank you, dude. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm actually, we were briefly talking about tattoos for a second. I'm thinking about trying to work. I have most of the ingredients I would need to make some sort of a good ointment, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, I use coconut oil. I know that everyone says something else. I've used coconut oil for the last couple times, and I don't know if it's any better or any worse than anything else, but I mean, my shit still looks really good with it, years later. So
I could actually send you some of the stuff that I have. Long story short, I used to have a beard care company.
I remember, you said something about that once. Yeah.
I had a company called Riot Beard Company.
Okay.
And there was some jackhole that owned a company down in Miami who turned around, and apparently he didn't like, the whopping $100 I was making every month in comparison to his, mega conglomerate Shark Tank corporation.
Okay.
And his lawyers just started hitting me. He trademarked just random scent names like Woodsman and Viking and all the stuff that I was naming my products. He turned around and trademarked all of them. And every time I tried to change my stuff up on my Etsy shop, he would go and trademark and copyright that stuff. And Etsy would then take down my shop, and I couldn't reopen it until I got a letter from his legal team saying that they were okay with me opening my shop. So I finally just said, you know what? I was doing this for fun. This isn't fun anymore.
Yeah.
And I have an entire crock pot with 2 to 3 pounds of oil infused cocoa and shea butter that I was testing out some new recipes for a beard butter, and it didn't work all that great as a beard butter, but it's really, really good on skin. So I should send you some of that for testing.
Yeah. My wife just uses Aquaphor. My wife is sleeved, and I've only got the one, and that's just what I used was Aquaphor.
So actually, that's what I didn't feel like going out to the garage to get into my coconut oil the first 2 days. That's the Aquaphor still,
Yeah.
But that is one thing. Every couple of years, the tattoo industry always comes up with something. Like right now, the big one is nut butter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, nut butter is in everywhere.
Huh.
It's a great product. But I'm always, my dude, I've known since high school. We went to high school together, and he started tatting probably 20 years ago.
Mhm.
So over the last 15-ish years, he's the only one that I go to, and he just opened up his own shop. Super stoked for the dude. He finally stepped out on his own, opened up his own shop.
That's tough. You really gotta pull for him, and push as many people as you can to his shop.
You know what? So he opened up it's an old school like downtown. I don't want to say strip mall, but it's like a block of like older stores, and it's right next to a Taekwondo studio, and so he put up like a bunch of like flashes in the on the outer window, and all the moms and dads come over while they're waiting for their kids and look in, and he's been getting walk-ins.
Nice.
Doing little hearts and
little 30-minute flash
tattoos.
Yeah,
little $50 tattoos. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm going to be getting one here in the next. I told the wife that's what I want for Christmas this year is another tattoo, and I haven't decided what I'm getting though. I can't decide if I'm going to stick with my Pearl Jam arm that I have, and keep on going on the outside, or I have no idea. I'm so wish-washy.
I need to go. I have a little urn of my brother's ashes, and we lost him the day before Thanksgiving a year ago, and he was, every time this dude would throw a party, it turned into a freaking rager. And this dude, he'd start off with like a little campfire in his backyard. Every party, by the end of the night, the fire department was out there because the thing was 30 feet in the air with gasoline on it and so on. So I want to get like a Sasquatch doing like the crazy hippie dance behind a giant campfire, and have his ashes worked in as like the gray tone for the smoke.
Oh, that's cool, dude.
Yeah,
I just need to find somebody that's willing to
willing
work.
to do right. Willing to put your brother in you.
Yeah, there's some people that'll do it, but it's they charge for it. It's hard to do. You gotta. It's an understanding thing, so it's a matter of finding the right person.
Yeah. What up, Mateo? So I mean, I don't know how much harder that would be to work with, but I guess you would want someone that has figured that out. So to not.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of,
you don't want to waste your friend, right?
Yeah, you pretty much, it's like prison tattooing, honestly,
right?
Because you're basically using ash and charcoal that you need to you break it down using alcohol and water, and then just turn it into like a dilution for like a black and gray type piece.
That'd be awesome. Are we talking about cocoa butter?
Need your tiny hands. Need your tiny hands first.
Oh, Tip. I see you on my screen. Okay, you do have I was going to say, how does O-Tip not have a ranch? But what's up, brother? How you doing this evening? Oh, Mateo, you're out already? All right, brother. Have a good night. Have a good night. Honey Bear, I saw you sneak in here. I can't stay very long. I've been in the hospital. Oh, brother. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Sorry to hear that.
That's not good, man.
Sorry, I saw that and then I lost it. Is that the new lander?
Jake? Oh, yeah. It's the lander.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I missed. I just ignore Gary because I don't want him to be mean to me and say rude things.
my dog's all beeline to the
Yeah.
front door, so I'm guessing the wife is home with my food.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to take
All
off. I
right.
appreciate you having me on.
Hey,
And
absolutely, man.
I
Appreciate
will
you
be
popping on,
in
brother.
chat in just a bit.
Sounds good. Enjoy the sushi.
Yeah, man.
All right,
See
man.
you later. But yeah, we got the lander in. I haven't decided yet. It's okay.
Yeah. See that
it's ugly as fuck, to be honest with you. Like,
yeah. But also now that I'm seeing it, it's also not that far off. You know, they're finally doing the Banter XL too.
Yeah.
And it's not that far off.
I guess one of the cool things about it is that it's got the TRM scale system on it.
Right.
So
right.
I mean, I don't even remember what I paid. What I paid, 50 or 59 or 55 or something like that.
Yeah.
It
Right.
feels like it. Like,
well, and I think that's what it's supposed to feel like, right?
Yeah.
Like he's
I mean, it's smooth. It came with a really good edge. It came centered. It has no rock.
Is it Nitro B?
It's D2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which I don't give a shit. I'm not
right.
lefty, so but it's I don't know. I went with the blue just because of whatever reason. I kind of wish I'd have gotten the black.
Yeah.
So, but it's not bad. We'll see. I mean, the way he does his packaging and everything else, that dude, like,
oh yeah.
it comes with the cool sticker, comes with the patch,
and the lifesaver breath mint.
Mine did not.
No,
but it came with like
more stuff now.
This super, like, you can't really see it because of my lighting, but like it's a whole story that they sent with it and everything else. And they signed it. You know, they're good people. I'm glad.
Yeah. I really like Ben.
Yeah, he just seems like a genuine dude. You know, and for what, 50, $60.
Yeah, talked to him for a hot minute at Blade Show, and he's literally, it was him and his wife, and they really are just they're a 2-person show. Like they do everything themselves. And he had just a tiny little booth. NAFCO just had a little booth, and he's like, "Hey man, I was like, I got the poster of all the blade shapes and everything, and I got the Ferrum Forge mat, and I got all the different scales." And he's like, "So I need to design a new poster." And really the only reason why I need to design a new poster is because I misordered my poster tubes, and now I have like 150 extra poster tubes. He's like, "So I need to create a poster to do something with."
Yeah, so, I mean, that way, no waste.
He's like, "What, I'm looking for poster ideas," and I didn't have anything other than, you have the Sabenza poster. I mean, I'm a Ferrum Forge dude. I know that you're friends with those guys. You already did the Stinger mat. Do something, do the Archbishop or something for Ferrum Forge. And he's like, "Oh, that might be a good idea."
Yeah, that'd be cool as hell if he did that.
But I mean, he was literally just I'm just one person that he treated. You could see him interacting with people, and just an awesome dude. So
yeah, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, he seems like an awesome guy, man. Scoutmaster Avery, sorry, been ignoring y'all folks. But hey, I did want to say, O-Tip, brother, if there's anything we can do for you, man, we're all here. Definitely, thoughts and prayers, tots and pears, out to O-Tip. Yeah, everyone's saying it. Honey Bear needs a wrench. Scoutmaster Avery needs a wrench. Honey Bear needs a wrench. Ooh, what's this? I used to gift my special tack cream to female customers, apply liberally and rub it.
God bless.
Sheen wipes him down, and then he's like, "Just a second, ladies. Let me, before I wrap that up." Hey,
I find that quite offensive that I wasn't given said cream, sir. Just rude and uncalled for.
BBR, I'm a white guy that everyone wanted to cancel. Nice try. Who tried to cancel you? And where? Cancel from where?
Yeah, I'm not popular enough to cancel.
I'm gonna get my son's name here soon and add it to the collection. Nice, G-Ball. Scoutmaster, let's see, we'll be fairly quiet tonight. My dog clocked me in a full speed headbutt and have a massive headache and a black eye. Bleeding has stopped now, but vision is iffy. Nice, baby. Well,
Damn.
definitely make sure you stop, collaborate, and listen. There's Scoutmaster. That sucks, dude. So hold on. Were you? I mean, I'm just trying to think of how your dog. Did you not see him, or were you expecting him to stop? Did he hit? How are you head to head with your dog?
I got a big dog that son of a bitch will. You got to be careful. He's got a head the size of like a fucking football. And every once in a while, like you'll be leaning down to pet him like he's standing in front of me, and he'll throw that head back, and he's bloodied my nose once. He's a little son of a bitch. He's cute, so right. I don't care. But
what's up, Ninja? Our friends growing up had a Rottweiler, Rocky, and that dog, I swear, had the Neanderthal head. This dog, and he was a dog that would actually, dude, he would run into walls, and he would he was calm and wouldn't bite. Used his head all the time. So I do know that dogs' heads can be hella thick.
Oh God!
But again,
Maddie's talking shit in the chat, by the way.
Who?
Mattis Dushin.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can find someone who does it. No. I'm not. I can handle. I've had. I guess not my lower areas like back or thighs or anything tatted. So I don't know what that skin feels like, but everywhere else, I can handle that. But dude, that tap, dude, that like you have to like go into like a whole,
no.
Yeah, I'm good, dude.
I'd have to go into a whole lot of drunk to get that done.
Todd Carr, what's up? I think I'm so far behind.
You are, and Maddie's being a cock about it. It's great. Sorry. I love not being the guy.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. I think you like the blue. I'm talking
about the lander.
Yeah, that's how far I am.
You're good. Just lefty it, man. Just lefty it. Fuck them.
Yeah. Absolutely. By the way, hey, what's up, Brian?
Maddie's obviously on his laptop.
No. Sarah Mattis faction, the COD Peaceless.
Oh, you're good. Yeah. You're catching up. You're doing good.
Yeah. I'm just skipping over everybody. And you're not helping. Shut the fuck up, Maddie.
I thought you're talking to me. I was just going to sit here and not say shit.
My dog's an a-hole. I've never had such a hard time with it. Dude, I hear you. Stella. Whoops. Ella. I've done that twice now. I've called Ella Stella, and I've called Stella Ella. Ella is wreaking havoc. She's turned up the puppy bullshit tenfold. Nothing is safe right now. Nothing is safe. So I hear you. Probably about 37 minutes, Maddie. You know what I can also do?
Put Maddie in a timeout.
Put user in timeout. Hide
Yeah.
user from this channel. Remove moderator.
Options galore.
Okay. Nothing broken. Got a concussion. Hurt my neck. Fusion. Dislocated my shoulder. Bruised my hip and tailbone.
Jeez.
Dislocated my knee and sprained my ankle.
God bless, man.
Damn it, O-Tip.
I stubbed my toe earlier and thought I was going to cry. Like, good God, O-Tip. Hope you're okay, man. Hope it gets better soon.
Absolutely, man. Papa, you want some too? You want some too?
Mouthy sons of bitches.
Yeah. I'll highlight one comment just because of that. Absolutely, Ed Harris, living legend, a legend amongst his brothers and sisters at this point, man. Not that you already weren't brother, but today we were talking about that. If you would have been here on time, Maddie, like the rest of us were, and not been whatever you're doing, not being with your
Twiddling
brother.
your bean.
Yeah, we talked about how awesome SKL was and all the awesomeness from Ed, and Tom McDonald lyric. Okay. Okay. Well, you had me fooled. I thought you were talking about yourself, brother. Yeah, that's part of the fun for us, man. Yeah. What's the lander? I missed something. Yeah, you did, and so did I, dude. The collarbone and ribcage hurt. Your obliques hurt badly as well, man. You guys with your there's a house full of there's like 3 extra kids here, and 2 of them are like ankle biters.
Littles.
Run around the house, yeah.
Just tell them to come in. We'll teach them curse words.
Maddie, you're
block him, bro. Just kick his ass out.
Cruising, you're cruising, brother. I'm just saying. I only have 1 tap, but it really didn't hurt. 6 hours in the chair. Yeah, to me, it's a different kind of pain. It's to me, it's more like a deep itch. Kind of like how Maddie is a bitch. It's a deep itch.
Yeah.
To me, more than painful. But then some people like Patina. The video that you sent me of the dude pissing his pants about to get a tattoo. I've seen that happen. I've seen people pass out. My one of my friends who thought he was a hard dude. Like he just thought so much of himself. He wanted to get a $sign, like a Richie Rich $sign on his shoulder blade, and he passed out in like the first 10 seconds, man.
No shit.
He got the cheesiest, smallest tattoo on his shoulder blade and passed out in like 10 minutes.
It reminded me, you ever done like the muscle stimulant pads, like the electrical pads?
Yeah.
Like that's what it reminds me of.
When I got up into here, I definitely you get a little yeah.
I mean, mine's in a pansy ass place. There's nothing really on my forearm, nothing. That's my wife. My wife has a peacock that wraps from like upper arm into her pit, and she swore she could feel it like in her legs whenever it was like in the pit of her elbow. Like it was weird.
Gosh dang it, Maddie. That's literally the funniest comment too, you asshole. Dude. I cannot highlight that.
Yeah. There's another one coming up that was pretty solid too.
Oh, dude.
Fucking
Is that a true story? He really did? That's, man. What's
impressive? Tattoo? I mean, I want to try that.
Dude, literally, bite me.
It's just rooting and called
No,
for.
this is not Lefty Live, although a great channel. And it's
Since Drewby's in here, Drewby, I've gotten one of the pieces I'm making for you done. But I'm not too happy with it. I'm going to make a couple of more and then send them your way. I just don't want you to think I've forgotten about you, sir.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, a little gappage on the back that's pissing me off.
Is Matt short for Mattisfaction? Matty works better though. Yeah, I guess it should be Matty with an I. But F him. He doesn't deserve it.
We could make it Matty with D's because he's a bitch.
Yeah. Matty. Nick, I don't know if I said what up, but I'm waiting for the is this a punchline? Wasn't on time. I think you popped in for a second, didn't you? You were there for a little bit, weren't you there, Jan? Yeah, Todd. We talked about that as well, man. Brian, Blue Creek Knives, who was also in the bidding wars with everyone too, finally said, you know what, all the super chats that have been donated or sent to JB, I'll match the super chats and donate that. So
it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's freaking awesome though, man. Excuse me.
Dude, yeah. Stevie's daughter is now a college graduate by the time he gets it. Yeah. Dude. By the I'll yeah, never mind. Make sure there's no cocaine. See, I'm all over the place now. How about I do this? Are you the youngest? That's right. Yeah, I think. Are you even of age to be on my channel? Wait a minute. Okay, now I'm upset. Did Stella pop in here? What's up, Stella? Hey! There you are. Yeah. We have some extra guests for a little while, actually. Nick's got a Grim Reaper on my arm and some shading love. Need some. Oh, gotcha. You know what I'm also really bad about is I highlight a comment. I catch myself doing this. I read the first half out loud and then start to internalize it. I am not good at this at all.
Nah, you're fine, man. I would be dog shit at it. That's why I'm just like, hey guys, I'm gonna hang out here and not say a damn word. Talk trash every once in a while.
Yeah, it's deserving. I have wrinkle tattoos on my balls. That's it. Ian. Ian goes down.
Wait, who is that guy?
Yeah, who is he? Right? Does anybody know who this is?
Dude, I was fucking rolling.
I'm a buffoon. Hey,
no, you're not. It was somebody's response. You fucking stupid piece of shit.
At least I don't try to pretend like I'm not.
No, you're good.
I own it. But dude, and then today, I updated the raffle post, and I fucked that up too.
It happens, man. Like I'm not one.
Like, man, I can't do anything right now.
I'm that dipshit that sends a work email and it has like the word "the" in it, and I'll put like the twice for some reason. And it's just like, why do I stutter when I'm sending emails? Like, and I'll proofread it 10 times and I won't see the two V's.
Yeah.
Like, pisses me off. What's up, Joe?
Endorphins, though. That's the word I was looking for earlier when talking about the tap. But yeah, this one, we ended up doing just to finish up. Ended up being like 1 4 hour, and then one like 6 hour. And we did just straight 6 hours, a little break. But by that at that point, yeah, definitely you start, feeling that. Gosh, dang it, Maddie.
He's literally sitting at his laptop when he could be on here. That son of a bitch.
You know what he's doing? He's jockeying for position on the on Mount Knifemore. I know what you're doing, dude. At my expense, people are going to be like, "Oh man, Maddie was on fire and Stevie."
Yeah.
Did you see all that awesome stuff? And he's going to start creating the lore about himself.
Oh yeah.
I see what this is, Maddie. I see what this is.
You suspect, buddy.
Oh, I see what's going on here.
What do I want to flip?
Yeah, your sweet virgin ears, Papa. Whoa, wait a second. Joe.
The sexiest of us all.
Yes, absolutely. Joe, are you guys back already? Did he already answer that? Lancelot. Okay. The year is 2742. Chuck Norris is still roundhouse kicking mofos, and chocolate is now the world's favorite flavor of ice cream, finally surpassing vanilla. All right, keep that going, dude. I wanted to, now I don't want to get caught up.
Yeah.
But I think I'm almost there.
Oh, no, you're doing good.
If I didn't say hi to Drewby, I apologize.
I think you did.
Also, since we're talking about, I guess, donations and whatnot, Forrest dropped 12 Hanks of his Jason font Hanks on, what was that? That was on Wednesday, right? On Maddie's Live.
Yeah, I think so.
And so I was looking behind the scenes on the round table, and I think 2, 3, maybe 5 minutes. Those lasted. And I know you guys don't worry, he's going to be working on some more. But yeah, and again, everything going off to Sarah and Nora, which is awesome. I wish you could, to when you weren't born.
God, can you imagine how big of a fucking baby Maddie was? Like, I guarantee there's a state record somewhere that says Maddie.
Do you guys watch Family Guy at all?
Oh yeah.
When they go back in time and it's like Peter is a baby, but he's still got like Peter's head.
Big ass fucking head.
That's Maddie as a baby, guaranteed. Yeah. Always had that. Always had
that big head in the size 15 feet. And fucked up not matching socks, bastard.
It's also so funny that like so that is actually one thing I appreciate about Maddie, that he doesn't do that. I don't do it, but I only wear white socks. He wears like 2 different theme socks.
Yeah.
And everywhere we went, people, I guess just because Maddie's so tall, they're sizing him up and down. But they look down and they're like, "What's up with your socks, bro?" Like, I think the first thing that, like, Joe, we're sitting around and Joe's like, "I can't ignore the fact that you're wearing 2 different socks." Oh,
it's like he's doing it just to piss people off.
And of all people that get bugged by all those things, see, now we're just going to talk about you, Maddie, until you come on. I mean, if one little thing's out of place, Maddie's busting your balls.
Oh yeah,
and wears 2 different socks. How do you tolerate yourself?
Yeah, you should be ashamed of yourself, sir. We accept your apology.
Microfaction will be commenting for Maddie. Maddie will be in a home. Oh, Darnell, what's up, dude? See, I feed you guys. That's how much of an imbecile I am. I just feed you guys. They held me up like a prized fish. Oh man,
dude, imagining Maddie getting like hung up by his feet the other day and shook till his fucking exo came out. I could not get that out of my head. And I was dying. Like, I don't know why. Every once in a while, I just get the damn giggles and I'm just sitting there like a moron. It's like, good God.
What do you call a squirrel that stores things in his keister? Did he already give the punchline?
I don't know.
I'll come to it. I'll come to it. Let me think. This chat is ripping for 65 people. Yeah, Ian. We bring it. We bring it here.
Because they're being dicks. They're trying to make it roll.
All right. O-Tip. It's probably Maddie. Maddie made, some pretty bad comments, and I'm sorry. It's probably Maddie that did that. Brought it on, at least, and I'm sorry for that.
He gives me the Rias, so
I should ban him just for that. So see what you did? You made O-Tip leave, Maddie. But for real, O-Tip, brother, definitely hope you get better soon. And love you, dude. Shout out O-Tip. An arse appeal.
Marsupial.
Right, Arsupial. I knew what I was saying and then still said it wrong.
You're good.
Now I'm just, God damn it.
The nerd rope isn't initiated, correct?
No, it wasn't Nerd Rope, but I did stop at a store on the way home earlier today, and you guys, I got pictures of let's see here.
Maddie's coming at you hard, man.
I'm sure he is. Let's see if I can find. I'm just going to let myself get even further behind. But now I really want to see this. Imminent Force. That is Chuck motherfucking Norris. Thanks, Maddie. By the time you want to keep this going too. All right. I'm initially from this area. I lived in Brooklyn. Oh, nice. And then, see, I start reading and then I stop reading it. Punchline coming in. And then I read it wrong. Dan was nice enough to tell a really good joke. I botched his punchline. Jeez. Send Stevie a snail mail to get Stella a wrench. I've wrenched her before. Stella. Did she? And she's probably already gone, right?
Oh God, Scoutmaster's been hacked.
Okay, well, hold on here. I just looked over. And okay, this happened last time. So I don't want to mess this up, but holy crap, bod. Beard of Doom just gifted 5 memberships.
Oh, damn.
So now I need to, what do I do here? Maddie, help me. Bod, help me. What do I do here? Go to channel. No, I don't want to do any of that. Why is it not letting me do anything? All right.
That's what he's showing they were gifted.
Maddie, come on and help me figure this out.
He's just going to be mean to you. Maddie said, don't do nothing.
Don't do nothing?
Yeah.
Last time Maddie, you were literally like, you got to this, that. So now don't fuck with me because Bod was nice enough to do this before and it got botched.
He just said it's done.
It's done. So how do I see? Does it start popping up and saying?
Yeah, right there. It's showing them. G-Ball, Joe, Todd Carr.
Oh shit. Okay. Where?
Right there in the chat. See where it says was gifted? You're mousing over it. Like Drewby.
Oh.
Too far. Too far.
Okay.
Stevie.
Fucking sack of shit.
Stevie. Is this what the past is like?
Welcome. Yeah. Welcome back in time.
Oh God, I swallowed some dip.
Where am I literally just this much? Don't answer that. Am I that much of an imbecile?
Yes.
Where
No.
did it say who
If
was
you had
gifted?
read past the green, it will tell you who got gifted. G-Ball.
Yeah. Scroll down. No, back.
Look,
Right
read
there.
just a little bit more.
Yeah, right there. Was gifted.
Yeah, read it.
It has their name.
Oh, okay. I see that now. G-Ball, awesome. Joe, awesome. Todd Carr, awesome. Nick Martino, awesome. So you guys, and Bod, brother, once again, thank you. So for those of you that weren't already, because I think one of those are already. Oh, and Drewby said, or Mattis faction members. Me and Maddie got a group, the said faction Discord. Go to the membership tab in on the channel, and there's going to be a link to the Discord. And we'd love to have you in the Discord, man. It's super fun. You're going to see dudes like Bettina Turner and or excuse me, chicks like Bettina Turner, and we got Ian G, and we got so many that I'm seeing here tonight. Love to have you over there. Pod, obviously, we got Shane Gables over there. We got Stella is over there. BBR is back in the mix. Scott and Scooter, all the channel members that you're seeing here. I think we have a pretty good time over there.
We do.
Todd Kari's these nuts.
My hair's crazy because I've been having a rough day, so I didn't do
It
that.
looks badass.
You didn't.
Usually I'd say you look like a sack of shit, but you are looking handsome tonight, sir.
You guys got me feeling better. I was supposed to be at the knife meetup today, but
oh shit!
Yeah.
Whoa! What super stickers from Stella? Stella with the super sticker.
Fart number 53.
53.
What?
Fart number 53.
Fart number 53. It's 54 actually.
Ah, shit.
Thank you.
Just go to the membership tab, and there'll be a community post with a link. Just click the link.
So Stella, when the royal we get super stickers, super chats around here, you get a in your general direction, my lady. Thank you. And Stella, this time next week, we'll be high-fiving, fist bumping, hopefully going out for some good food at one point. Definitely for Blade West, I guess.
Next weekend.
Yeah, well, yeah, this will be next Saturday will be the last night of because it's just Friday, Saturday. It's not Sunday also at Blade West. So
okay. You guys are gonna have some fun.
Yeah.
That's in Salt Lake, right?
Salt Lake City. Right. And Stella's working the Fosteed booth, right?
Mm-hmm.
To discuss the Bellamy and why it rattles.
Does the Bellamy rattle?
Yeah, that thing. Ugh. Yeah, it has a stop pin that isn't an actual stop pin that you have to put something in with it or take it out because it rattles real bad.
That sucks. And again, seriously, Bod, much appreciated. Much. Did you hear? Have you heard about Bod's new series that he's starting? Were you around for that?
The
Mad.
shower series?
No. You piece of crap! You weren't even paying attention.
Rude,
What?
Maddie. Rude.
You know, Bod was on earlier, right? Were you there for any of that?
No.
Ha! Who's the piece of crap now? Bod was on with me. He came on.
I missed it.
Yeah, Bod was on here for a little while. So, who's the piece of dog crap now?
Yeah, Maddie.
Uh,
I mean, you look good. Real piece of shit, though.
but Bod is working on a new. Go back and watch it, or stay tuned. I guess it'll be a surprise for you now. Bod's got a really awesome series that he's going to be starting here. Okay, right. Stella still. I got sidetracked. Stella does need a wrench. I swear you had one. So now this is how Stella got her wrench back.
Can I use your live to open up a package later?
Dude, you didn't even wait for the applause break from that awesome joke I just gave.
Maddie's like, can we move on from this bullshit?
I literally set myself up for an awesome joke and delivered the punchline like that.
Yep.
Come on, man.
I feel like the kid that's stuck between its parents. Like,
Can I show you my cool stuff? But I joke. Maddie, Misho is Susho. So
No. Tell us how Stella got her wrench back.
right now it's a tale of a young boy scrolling through chats and 5 years later finally catching up and finding her and adding the wrench. So you got it.
Scoutmaster, you have a wrench. I see it on mine. You have a wrench, buddy.
Yeah. Scoutmaster.
So this package I'll open whenever, but it came from ProX.
Oh, I know what this is. Do you want to open it here? Or do you want to do that on your? You're more than welcome to. You're more than welcome.
I'll do it with you guys.
But
we'll all see it for the first time together.
Okay.
I gotta send him something.
I see G-Ball in the Discord.
Oh, nice.
Boom.
Signing in through Safari with no luck. I can't be bothered to get. Oh, well, that sucks. Stevie's hot when he speaks in tongues. Oh man, I'm caught up though. I think I am. But yeah, Maddie. So this is what we think it is, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The Jason special.
Ooh.
Maddie, show us your titties.
I will. You know what? I'll use my other one. Oh, hello.
No, this is fat PP opening.
This
is a fat PP opening, sir.
Oh, fat PP. You got it.
Yeah.
You got it. Here we go. Let me whip this fat PP here real quick. Takes a while.
Gonna unroll it.
Maddie's down with fat PP.
Yeah, you know me.
While I whip this out. All right.
I'm gonna be the only loser without a bill knife. That makes me sad.
In due time.
You gotta change it.
Yeah, I know. I need to send. I don't know what I'm gonna send him.
Oh, turn on the light. Oh yeah, it is. Oops, it is kind of dark.
Yeah, a little bit.
There we go. Welcome.
I would love Grumpy to come on.
There's a note. I think he glued it to the box.
Yeah, he's a good, definitely
Solid
a good shipper.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never done that before. We just packed a bunch of bullshit in there with it.
He says an
Hey,
exact
Tree
copy of
Stabbing Toy.
Jason's.
Awesome.
Happy birthday, brother. It's Tree Stabbing Toy's birthday, by the way. I don't
Happy
know if you're the
birthday,
type
Troy.
that doesn't like being called out for that, but I saw that it was, and posted a little shout out to a brother, Tree Stabbing Troy, earlier. So glad you could
Happy birthday.
join us. Maddie looks like he hit the emo stage. Embrace the darkness.
Embrace it. Well, I dropped
Don't drop it, Maddie.
I
Don't
did.
drop
I KC'd it.
Bill
There
does
we go.
all that hard work and Maddie throws it on the fucking floor.
it. Dude,
Ooh.
yes.
So it's an exact copy of Jason's.
Ooh, he heat anodized the hardware too, huh?
He did.
Dude,
Oh,
that's
Flipper
sick.
delete.
Yep, flipper delete.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Dude,
I believe he has a list.
And I
Just
think,
a
yeah, and
flip,
probably a detent ramp as well.
Yes. Scales,
No
flipper
shit.
delete, detent ramp, enlarged the finger choil, bronzed hardware, tuned lock bar.
Wow. That's
Hold
sick.
on. I do need to bigify you for this. How is it, dude? You can hear it's got
I
the
know.
clicks and
Listen.
the clacks now.
Ooh,
That's sick.
it's fantastic.
Must send Bill
So,
something.
Here's the we do a side by side here.
Now you have the rich man's poor man's areas
And the
the
middle
poor
man.
man's areas.
But yeah, the finger choil's definitely much bigger. I like that.
Oh yeah. I think it looks more like an Arius now, even more. Like
Hold on. I believe if we are to believe Shane Gables, that's a finger chole.
Chol.
Oh, finger choil.
You think
That's
Shane
not
is from
Chol.
Oklahoma?
This thing is way more comfortable. He even bronzed the little back
No,
barrel,
the back spacers.
all the screws.
Or not spacers, but that's
Barrel
sick.
spacers.
Yeah.
Whatever.
No, I said it wrong. Not you.
Okay, I win. But
You do. You're sexy.
oh man. Oh yeah, no flipper. I gotta get used to that. But man, this thing, it's got that good action.
You can hear it. The detent ramp definitely.
Oh,
Yeah, you guys, we did start in the Discord, we started a build mods, Pro X 1840 mods for people to post pictures. We definitely want to get his portfolio up, and dude,
yeah.
Bettina
is
Turner is
Tedious.
right.
And he's fast. Like, holy shit, is he fast?
So when I sent him when I originally sent him the PLR, he's like, "Hey, I might need a little bit of time to get to this." I said, "Of course, brother, take your time." And then 3 days later, he sends me, "Hey, here's the shipping notification," and I'm like, "I thought you needed some extra time." He's like, "Yeah, sorry." Bill,
like, damn, Bill, calm down.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's awesome, dude.
So cool.
That's awesome.
Even smoothed out the choil. It looks like that's how it came.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, so that's what I've said about my couple, the PLR, and then the my Fenrir. If these showed up when I bought them brand new like this, I'd think that they're factory.
Yeah.
He's doing like the transitions and everything that he's doing, and the way everything is like proportionate, and so yeah, Bill's killing it. So that's awesome, Maddie.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
And it helps Bill because it keeps him busy. That's what he said.
Yep.
And I love this because now me and Jason are finally twinsies. He kept telling me to do it so he could be twinsies, and now we are.
Dude, I don't know what I should send him. I got to send him something though.
Can't stop holding it.
What did I miss Ian Coates say?
I had to send in my rock wall and had like the only micarta rock wall in existence.
Who, poor fucks. I mean, knife nerd tonight.
That would be pretty cool, Jake.
Oh, Forrest got micarta scales for his momentum.
Yeah, he did. I saw that. That thing's sick too.
Yeah.
Doom wants to bigify yourself and show off those Fenriers.
Okay.
Or Fenweir.
Fenrir. So, I just had it, right? I did.
Gary, I think he does heat anos.
Let me take down the comment.
Now I can go knuckle deep in my nose.
Same.
Yeah.
So,
oh yeah.
This is the Sparrow Knife Co. Concept.
I can't find my PP.
Rear. This was originally the blue G10, textured G10.
There it is.
And I just wasn't. I love this knife. I was not a fan of the scales at all. In fact, I wanted to buy like another variant, do a scale swap. But this is the only. The blue G10 was the only one that had the blasted stonewash bolster with a stonewash blade, and that's what I wanted on this.
Yeah.
And so I talked to Bill, and he knew. I said Maker's Choice, but I wanted something dark, and he knew that I would dig the black. But then also what he did was added a backspacer. This is an open construction design.
Oh, and he even rounded it everything.
Yeah, so it sits proud.
Yeah.
It's I guess shadow box slightly, or it sits proud.
Yeah.
Continued with the lanyard hole through it, and again, you don't feel any transitions. It's contoured slightly. It's not just flat; like he actually contoured it a little bit. So. And if you see how small the backspacer really is, he had his work cut out for him for sure. And so, Bill be killing it. Bill be killing it. And then again, I think Bod can attest to this. Me, Maddie, Jake, Joe, Bod, and Bill were on a doing a thing for the memorial raffle coming up, talking about a bunch of stuff. And Bill whips out his CJRB Craig.
Yeah.
And we're like, what is that? Because we see a knife, he's flipping with an access lock on it. He's like, oh, this is a CJRB Craig. I added an access lock to it. What? He's like, yeah, I just added an access lock. It's a pretty good action now. Like, you just added an access lock to a knife that didn't have an access lock?
Yeah. Like just that was, and he's just like nonchalant. Yeah, it's the only one with an access lock. We were like, holy shit, dude! Like, that's such an impressive mod. Like, holy crap!
Right.
Like,
so,
I'm over here like dipping a occasional thing in some acid and like stone washing it. I'm like, this is cool. Like, God. Fenrir.
That's not true at all, dude.
I see something about chicharrones.
If you say so. It depends on the milling internally, Jack Slongs. He wasn't able to do one of my Civivis because of the funky tolerances.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at too. I was like, this is a little sketch. And with micarta, it's going to warp possibly if you don't have a scale and everything else.
Shane, he still might work with that. Man, I can't get over the sound.
You can. It's coming through your mic for sure.
And I have it way over here. I'm trying not to put it next to it, but whew.
That's the same one that Gary has there, Bod. Maddie, is that the one you have too?
Sure enough. The best one.
Yeah. So I had the one, blue. I had the blue G10 scales on that one, on mine, and that's what he redid.
I want this to stay the same.
red knives. I don't know why. I'm just not a red knife guy.
I am. I like red and black. Those are my colors.
Yeah. I
But
have
do want a
one.
backspacer.
I think I have the Finch Roadrunner in red, but that's about it.
Yeah, I had. I don't have any red.
And the axial shift.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, good call. Completely forgot about that. Oh, it's in the corner of my face.
I wonder if that's something we could talk to Drewby about.
What?
Bill kills knife mods and do it in the style of Kill Bill.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
But he's probably going to want to be Pro X.
Yeah.
But I mean, we definitely should come up. So those of you that don't know, obviously, Bill, you'll see him in the chats. You'll see him in the Discord, but he doesn't do social media. So we just got to pass the word along and try to put you in touch with him. But basically, so like with most custom work, if you say, "Hey, can you just make me some scales for something?" You're gonna have to send him the knife because it is all about tolerances. So even Gary, I don't think he could just, even though he's made a backspacer for mine, I don't know that he could just make another backspacer and send it to you. So, and that's what you want too, right? You want them to be able to fit it to your knife because tolerances can be all over the place.
Yeah.
So
he even sent the original scales, like I'd ever use them.
Right. I have a 2-piece orc skull wearing a wolf belt helmet bead coming for my friend. That's awesome, dude.
So Ian, I don't know, he has anxiety issues like me, but his are a bit more severe. So he just wants to be left alone. But we're like, here, have work. So we are doing the exact opposite of what he wants.
Yeah.
And getting good things out of it.
Yep. Scoutmaster Avery, Knife Talk. I want to get my buffalo tooth modded. I have the shell version. I want to mirror polish all metal and blade. Looking for someone to do it as I don't trust me. References for polish.
Can you mirror polish titanium?
I don't know, but you can definitely shine it up. I don't know if Bill is doing that.
Your boy,
Knife Nerd Reviews.
There, good God.
I would
the king of mirror polish.
Yeah, if anyone can mirror polish anyone, out mirror polish anyone, and I would put John's mirror polish up against anyone out there.
Yeah.
Not saying there's others aren't good, but my boy Johnny does awesome work, and I will find Knife Nerd Reviews in his channel or on Instagram, and you can hit him up if you're interested. Tell him Stevie sent you
for 0% off.
Yeah, you get fuck all discounts.
This would look kind of cool, all polished up. But I'd probably only do the blade, not the handle. But it would look really cool,
dude. That one that they showed their concept, Finch.
Yeah,
the new one.
Yeah, it's like
they took a leap.
I'm the only one that likes that knife,
dude. It looks like a gas station razor blade knife or something. I don't know. I can't.
Did it was RoboCop's dick?
Yeah. Pocket Metal said it. He said something about RoboCop's dick.
Yes.
Let's see. I'm gonna pull it up actually, and then I just reminded myself. All right, hold on. Before I forget, I'm actually gonna show this. If you guys want to see what the kind of mirror polishes that John can do here,
dude, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. Now, he might not be doing it a lot now because it's such a pain in the ass. But Bod, if you're still here, check out, where is it?
Oh, that
this out,
thing.
Bod.
Oh,
About
You're
5,000.
So this is the original.
I was so sad when he sold that. I wanted that so bad.
So, Bod, you were showing off your antimatter. This is what John did to his. And it was a coated blade like yours. So, oh, crap. Maddie, let him in.
Well, I was waiting for you. It's your show.
It was a coated blade. Let him in. You treated it like it was your own earlier.
Can't even see who it is. Who's here?
Maddie, let him in.
It looks like Scoutmaster Avery's down there in the corner.
I legit have no idea who's here right now. Oh, what's up, Shane?
What's up, Shane?
You need to mute your YouTube, buddy.
Don't tell him how to live his life, Maddie.
First of all,
My bad. You look sexy.
I
got nothing.
I was also going to show real quick. Did you guys see Love Them Knives and his new LTK branded knife that he's got coming out?
That thing is nice.
Yeah.
Is it still Tucson?
It looks like it probably is, and I know that he worked with them on the Vandal, right? So
yeah.
I just find it really odd that he didn't mention them.
Brand, with the help of Max in Ukraine.
Or no,
it's like a skinnier Vandal.
Came in, Ian, the hurricane is gone, button lock, and also finger flickable, 8 inches overall length, 3.5-inch blade of CPM 20 CV, titanium, nice sensible G10 inlays. Hopefully we can get some aftermarket stuff for fat carbon replacements. And ceramic bearings. This should be a knife that you just carry and use. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
We got
I like the looks of that one more than the Vandal. I know it's still very Vandal-ish, but I'm liking the looks of that one. So,
I appreciate the Vandal being so big, but that knife will sell a lot better.
Right.
Hey, Stevie, I wanted to tell you, I called you about my story with my grandson.
Yeah. The book show.
Yeah, we had a family reunion today, and there's probably 25 adult men there. And when we were getting all the food out, getting ready to serve lunch, and they bought this big industrial-sized pack of hot dogs that were almost like shrink wrapped in this thick plastic, and they realized that they didn't bring a knife. And 2 or 3 times I heard them say, "Hey, does anybody have a knife?" And man, it just totally went over my head. I didn't even think about it. My cousin Tommy was like, "Shane's always got a knife." So that happened again. I got to whip out my Adamas and go cut open the hot dogs and cut open all the packages. But that was pretty cool. The reason I wanted to jump off was because, dude, my stomach feels like I did 1,000 crunches last night. I laughed so hard last night, dude, that I am still sore. Oh my gosh. I don't know how many of you guys were here for that. But man, we had a good time last night.
Yeah, the said faction, the late night with said faction live streams have been, they just keep getting sillier and sillier and sillier and sillier. And last night was no exception.
No.
Hold on. We got a question for Shane in the comments.
Shane, you need to. Somebody asked me that earlier, and they said something about second cousins, and I was like, "Hey, man, this is Alabama. If they don't share a name, they're game." Unfortunately, to take all the humor out of that, our family reunion was a little depressing because everyone beneath my generation didn't show up. So it was my parents and a couple of great aunts and uncles, but like all the like my children, all my cousins, none of that generation, and they have kids now, so none of their kids were there either. So no, there were no hot chicks to check out. Just a bunch of old folks hanging out in the park.
Ugh, that thing is so ugly, Stevie. It's so bad.
It absolutely is, man.
It's so bad.
And here's my opinion on that. I have seen uglier.
Yes.
I still think the cormorant's a little uglier. But really think about this. Would it bother you as much if that wasn't a finch?
No, you're right.
Like,
right.
Yeah, if that, I could
see some futuristic thing, I guarantee you it wouldn't be bothering us as much.
Yeah, no. Right. If that was a Kaiser, I'd be like, yeah.
Right. It's just because, we got hung up in this finch making these new material.
Yeah, traditional new classic type knives. Yeah.
I bet they still sell.
Oh yeah. Miss Freak Show. It's definitely it's a late one, man. And we've been going Freak Show, Mr. Freak Show has popped in going, "Good morning, everybody. I'm getting up and going to work." We're still going. So I totally get it. They are kind of intended to be definitely the late night. We're all kind of. It's even later for y'all out there, but I mean, it is. It still is late for us too. I'm not a stay up till 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. dude typically either. So by the time we're done, the only reason why we stop is because Maddie's damn near like dozed off actually during it before. And then it gets to a point where I start yawning, and then everybody in the chats are like, I'm yawning now too. And so we go until we're tired as well. So absolutely, it's a late night one, and maybe that contributes to part of the silliness. But last
the sleep deprivation.
Yeah, and
the more tired you get,
there always ends up being some sort of reoccurring theme all night. And I encourage you guys to go back and watch it.
I usually do. They're usually
I
good.
encourage you not to. I think nobody should ever watch.
If anyone doesn't want you to, it's Shane.
I don't know what it is about 2 a.m. I lose the sense of self-preservation, and I just spill the beans, man. I gotta quit that.
Those are the best times, though.
Yeah. Todd was with us. So did someone, Bettina? I see you saying Shire Mint. What's going on with Shire Mint?
Go up one.
Travis. What did Travis say?
I highlighted it.
Okay. Oh, so
big by yourself.
This is the Shire Mint fungible token. It's copper. It's patining like crazy. I do carry it in a Lancelot leather coin slip.
You get that from Jason?
This is
it copper or brass?
It's copper. It's copper. Yeah.
Really?
So this is a coin that was gifted to me by Jason. Randomly out of the blue one day. For like most DSKFS things end up being, Jason was just like, "Hey man, hey man, hey Stevie man." He said, "Hey, there's something in the mail coming for you,
Pro X,"
and it was that. Oh, is Bill here?
He is here.
Bill is here. Hey Pro X, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, I just noticed. I like that. This.
Go to Maddie and Buster.
This is amazing. The sound. I mean, I don't even have words. This is just awesome.
That's
Bill,
the first
fantastic.
thing. The first thing I noticed about that, I said the clicks and the clacks, man.
You did it perfect.
Had added sound. Put my card on it. Added sound.
No, he put a list. Where did I put that list? He
Flipper, delete, detent ramp,
yes.
Oh,
The
okay.
detent ramp is probably
coil
what's doing the
size.
sound, and then he bronzed the hardware,
Yeah.
burlap micarta, extended the finger choil, so it's big.
Oh, I didn't know that was burlap micarta. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Bill, is it the same burlap micarta as that you used on this one? On this, I think it might be.
Yeah, probably. Burlap's
And
cool.
he bronzed the hardware on this one too. So
Wait a minute. Bill can bronze hardware.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Bill, add that to my list.
So Jason got the first Pro X mod, and he showed it to me. And I was like, yeah, I gotta have the Jason special. And now Maddie's got the other Jason special, man.
Finally, twinsies.
Yeah.
Sharp guy nailed it on the head.
Man, what would y'all pay for that CRKT Pilar, that blade shape, and a good heat treated Magna Cut? What would you pay for that knife?
Oh, and Magna Cut? Holy shit.
Yeah, like a 63 HRC Magna Cut.
Same size, just a nice little.
63 is not as great. 63 makes it good.
Right.
But I would take a 63 Magna Cut and that knife. I'd pay $150 for that knife.
For a little fixie like this?
For the Pilar.
Yeah.
Yeah, or Pilar, whatever you call it. That is a beautiful knife. It just the blade steel is the only reason I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is the 8CR.
Yeah.
They
put a decent Magna Cut, or even in 14C, I'd give $85-$90 for it because I love the looks of it.
Right.
I just can't make myself carry 8CR anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. This knife it's ridiculous. Vox nails small designs.
Absolutely
nails it.
Yeah.
Which Pilar is that?
This is the I don't know. I think it's the P large. So I think it's the Pilar 2.
Yeah,
okay.
Pilar 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's different than mine. Okay. Yeah, yours is different. I think this is the 3.
Yeah, that's the 3. So
the 3 they say is a better knife, but I like the looks of the 2 way better.
Me too. And so Bill did the flipper delete on this one also, cut in a detent ramp, and
Who knew Bill had skills? Has Bill ever spoke of these skills in the past?
Not until I think Jason got a knife done. Well, he said he could do scales. He started with that. He said I could make scales. And then Jason sent him a knife, or Stevie did, and came back with all this work done. And we're like, that's more than scales, buddy.
Yeah. Right. Jason had.
Yeah, Jason
it was Jason.
Yeah.
Oh, I did notice I even compared. I held up.
Okay, it's different completely. Gotcha.
Hey guys, Go ahead.
No, I was just telling Bill. I even compared it to the Arius.
Yeah,
that's sick.
I got some great news a few days ago that I'm really excited about. I know most people are going to think this is childish, but when I got into the knife community, man, before I even knew any of you guys existed, I got into a few channels, and right off the bat, I kind of developed this opinion that everybody was acting like knife YouTubers, and Bob DeMarco was a knife YouTuber. You know, he seemed more professional at what he was doing. So anyway, needless to say, I was a big Bob DeMarco fan, and it took me a while to realize, there was plenty of channels with more subs than him or whatever. But anyway, I got invited to be on the Knife Junkie podcast.
Oh.
So, we filmed Monday night. I don't know when the episode will be released, but man, that was just a huge deal to me. That
that's
Bob
awesome.
asked me to be on the Knife Junkie podcast. So
That's
I'm
cool.
super stoked about that. Yeah, I mean, it's not like just a guest during the Wednesday night, but the actual podcast releases
Yeah.
on Apple. And yes, I'm super stoked about that, man.
That's cool.
That's a highlight for me.
I'll watch that one.
Stevie,
Yeah.
did you shit your pants?
No, Ella. It sounded like someone dropped. Like I thought maybe like our bookshelf
Television?
fell over on her. I just hear Ella freaking out. No, there's so many kids. She's going rowdy. They blocked her off with the baby gates. And she's going nuts because she's being ignored. So I thought
That over there makes me want these mods even more. If that's true,
It is true.
it is
I
true.
want more mods from this man.
Jason went to Harbor Freight and spent like what $800 on stuff for Bill.
Are
I
these
just
stories
sent it
ever
to
gonna
him, and I think Stevie, you said Bill said no, and Jason was like, "Oh well." Which is cool. That's just the kind of guy Jason is, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The stuff that people don't know about is the crazy shit.
Right.
You know.
Right. But yeah, the yes.
Ooh.
And Brock.
Ooh. I can't. These were
I
those.
want food.
You
What we got?
Yeah, I
hurry
know.
in tacos.
I was gonna order dinner until you guys started telling me to come on here.
Dude, me and the wife went to
You're
a
probably
Asian
starving.
joint for like early dinner tonight. Man.
Maria tacos.
Ooh.
Do they have a good club sandwich?
Yeah. No.
If you guys ever go to Jake's work in Oklahoma, get the club sandwich. It's fantastic.
No. Get the Cuban. It's better, but somebody don't listen.
No, that club sandwich was like this tall. It was huge. You guys do it up good over there.
Oh yeah. We just opened our food court, so we have like legit ramen and barbecue and pizza and Italian food and everything else. It's been kind of nice to try stuff out.
Nice.
And I get a 50% discount.
Even better.
I'm in Alabama. I had no idea there was a such thing as legit ramen. I thought ramen was just 39 cents.
Yeah.
That's all it was. And we went to a concert. Oh gosh, this is embarrassing. I don't know if you know this, but my wife's considerably younger than me, and I took her to see Hanson.
My wife went to Hanson last year.
They still tour. Yeah, just a couple of years ago, they came to Birmingham.
Yeah.
And the venue they were at had a restaurant, and they had a $15 bowl of ramen.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what? I didn't even know ramen was a restaurant food. I just thought it was something you ate when you were broke. I had no idea. It was good. I tasted hers. It was good.
Yeah.
But
they do the whole tea
$15
egg and like I get a spicy pork ramen at work with the tea egg and with they put a couple of dumplings in there and the meat and every. Oh man.
Well, I know why those people aren't obese. You can't gain weight eating that crap.
It's damn good though.
There's a total of
What's up with
1.2
Mateo?
ounces of pork in it. But hey, for all you young guys out there, all you guys in your 30s, if you're single, write this down. Go online and find the Hanson tour schedule. Follow them everywhere they go. Dude, those shows are packed.
Just start pulling it in.
Full of hot young 30-year-old. Now you're gonna have to weed through the 20% of them that are gay. Because there's still plenty left. Follow Hanson everywhere they go. Promise you will not regret it.
Yeah.
When that little girly looking drummer starts singing and they lose their mind, all bets are off, man. Follow Hanson.
I can see Shane cruising around like a Volkswagen bus, like Grateful Dead style.
Like Ted
Really,
Bundy
he's just chasing
style.
Hanson.
And hey, in all honesty, though, those dudes are talented. They,
Oh, yeah. They're
they
from
put their-
Oklahoma, and they're from Tulsa.
They do everything themselves, and it's why they still have a successful career because they've never depended on a record label.
Whew, it is awesome.
Jake, can you get the hops?
We can, yeah. I've tried the Hops IPA, and I'm not a big IPA guy, so it was kind of the wife probably like
They
5
got
years
their
ago.
own beer.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
called
Hops.
Hops. Yeah, it's made through a local brewery here in Oklahoma.
I can't
And
get shit
Good
here
night,
in
Bill.
Alabama.
really,
I guess the tax that they won't let it be shipped.
yeah. I'll be honest with you, it's not
99
the
Bill.
one I've had. The wife made me get like 5 years ago, and because she loves Hanson. Yeah.
Hanson fans, it could literally be bottled horse piss. They'll drink it,
I
and
was
they'll
giving
pay
her-
$45 a 6-pack for it.
Oh yeah, I was giving her crap before she went to the concert last year because she had seen them. We have a place called Frontier City. It's a little small like amusement park here in Oklahoma, and
Yeah.
she had seen them when she was like 14 or 15, and she had on her face, she had a heart that said "I heart Hanson" on it. And so I was like, "You have to do that again. You have to." She refused. She wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all remember me saying this that my wife had purchased a floppy disk drive for her laptop. Why? She had several floppy disks full of Hanson fictional stories that she had written when she was like 13. They were all on floppy disk, and she wanted to be able to go back and read them and see
That's
how
awesome.
embarrassing they were. So she bought a floppy disk drive for her laptop just to relive that.
Oh god. Yeah, I got in trouble because she was supposed to go with a friend to the concert. I bought 2 tickets with the agreement for her birthday that I was not gonna go. I would send somebody else. And so
Yeah.
my oldest stepdaughter went. And so I got in trouble I sent her a text in the middle of the concert, and I was like, "How many fat chicks are there?" I was like, "How many old fat chicks?" She's like, "Not as many as you'd think." I was like, "Oh, never mind, my bad." Like I was like, "Shit."
They're definitely all hipster chicks at this
Oh
point.
yeah.
They're all
Yeah.
hipsters. Yeah, there's a plethora of pretty girls at those concerts.
That fucking comment from Bod.
Yeah, I saw that. I was gonna let it go.
So I was probably 18, 19 when this happened.
31.
You guys remember
Last
Lilith
year.
Fair?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Lilith Fair was
Yeah.
the traveling, like all female
Mhm.
show. So they were playing 1 weekend before. Who did we see over there? Rage Against the Machine and Wu-Tang. And we thought we did a big like road trip and stayed over in Eastern Washington, but we decided that we were gonna go. Me and my buddy were gonna go to Lilith Fair, and it's gonna be just chicks everywhere. It absolutely was.
Yeah.
And they didn't give 2 shits about the dudes that were there.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were such idiots. Like we thought for sure we were gonna meet all these chicks there. We're like, oh no, it's just a bunch of they're all playing for the other team and they don't care about us at all.
Oh, I thought you guys froze.
Shane Gable's PKR is the Alabama Handsome Fat Golden President. Alabama chapter.
To make it even worse, I've taken her 3 times. Twice in Birmingham and once in New Orleans. But I got a 4-day New Orleans vacation out of that one. So.
Yeah, you can't complain that one. Well, gentlemen, I'm actually going to call it a little bit of an early night tonight. So,
All right.
Thank you for having me on, and I will talk to you all later.
All right.
Bye, Jake.
What's up, brother? Talk to you soon.
So, Stevie, you got to see Rage Against the Machine? You did get to see?
Oh yeah, I saw Rage on their own early on. I've seen Rage with Tool in 1997 at the Key Arena. I saw Rage Against the Machine at I think Lollapalooza 92 6, and then saw Rage Against the Machine with Wu-Tang Clan. And yeah, so I've seen them a bunch of times.
I was 36 years old and had never listened to Rage Against the Machine. And then when I met Amber, she was a huge Rage Against the Machine fan. And she actually invited me when we were dating, asked me if I wanted to go to a Rage Against the Machine concert. At the time, I was working at the tax shop, and I was like, no, I've got to work. What I didn't know was this Rage Against the Machine concert was Voodoo Fest in New Orleans. She already had a pair of tickets. And I turned it down. I didn't go. And I've regretted it ever since, because then I started listening and really got into the music. I was heartbroken that I passed up an opportunity to see them. And then they broke up, and we'll never see them again now.
Brian, so Tool is the band that I've seen the second most times than anyone. I'm a big Tool fan. I saw them at Rockstock 93. They weren't even the headlining band back then. Do you guys remember Candlebox? Candlebox was the headlining band of Rockstock 93. And then saw them at Lollapalooza 97. They were one of the acts there. And then I've literally seen them, I think this last time I saw them was my 14th time seeing them. So
Candlebox does not get enough credit.
No, they're good. They're a Seattle band.
They were one of the pioneers of that old grunge era, and they didn't get enough credit for that. They were incredible.
Rochambeau.
My opinion, they were every bit as good as I won't say Nirvana, but they were every bit as good as Pearl Jam to me. There, I said it.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah. You ever heard Driving and Crying, Stevie?
What's that?
You ever heard of the band Driving and Crying?
Of course, yeah.
That song, Fly Me Courageous.
Yeah.
They were actually from that band formed while they were going to school here at Jacksonville State here in Alabama. So they played every weekend somewhere within 30 minutes of my house.
Yeah.
For, I guess you could say they kind of hit it big. It wasn't very long lived, but they still, I think it's one member left. He just keeps picking up people, and they're still doing bars as Driving and Crying, but it's not the original. It's not all the original guys.
Right. What's been currently dominating your pocket? Well, I think Maddie has just got a new pocket dominator.
Yep, this one.
Ooh.
That's when Jason got you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine has been my Fenrir since I got it back from Bill until Rochambeau, and it's going to drop tomorrow. The Vigil. He actually sent me this. It's
cool.
It's a Best Tech pass around, but Rochambeau had this prior to me, and you'll guys see in the video tomorrow. I was prepared to trash this thing, and it's great. It's great. So that's what I've been. I can't hard carry this. I mean, not that I hard carry my knives. I've been very careful with it, but yeah, I'm. This is a kombu design. I really dig it. But honestly, since I got the Fenrir back from Bill, that's what's been in my pocket, and then never far from my pocket. I carry this one just about more than anything. My Axon liner lock. All the knives I keep getting are awesome, and then still the Vero Axon liner lock.
Yeah, bud.
Still keeps. I keep coming back to. So I had people give me a lot of. Well, I ain't gonna say people. I just say it.
Never seen.
Lefty give me a lot of shit about liking the Axon so much, because of the light detent, and it did have a light detent, which was extremely helpful to me. But I've never experienced a knife that the detent was that easy to break. Yet it's still, yeah. I mean, You can make anything have a snappy detemp. It takes 15 pounds of pressure
Right.
to deploy it, but that thing takes nothing to deploy, yet it still flies out, drops shut. Man, that was. You guys have all heard my story about
Right.
why I quit buying Chinese knives and
Right.
the fact that I may again one day. But that knife, man, that knife tested me because I had the money. That knife has tested me more times than I can count, dude. I absolutely love that knife.
Extremely
Now,
yummy.
now there's a new one
Hold on.
that MBK Iron Horse is keeping me awake at night. And I know it's because the K390. I know that blade shape's not. Well, when we say that blade shape's not extremely useful, if you hunt and you have to skin and clean anything, that blade shape is extremely useful. So, for 100 years, that was the most useful blade shape. We used to open packages with knives. We used to open carcasses, and that was the blade shape to have. That belly was excellent for, running between the cutting that connective tissue underneath the skin. And man, that knife for $200, and I don't know which little factory in China is making that, but if the same people are heat treating that K390 that heat treated the semi on the swayback, man, that should be an awesome knife. I haven't seen testing on it yet, but I'm just saying if it's the same shop and they're putting the effort into the heat treat on that K390 that they did that semi, it should be mind blowing. And I talk a lot of crap about that, but apparently there's somebody out there with a heat treat oven over there that knows what they're doing and cares, because everybody that's tested that MBK. And what is that? Is it in that semi? Is it
Sandmine 180.
ZDP 189?
ZDP 189.
I think it's at like 67 or something. It's crazy. Oh, you got it? Yeah.
Well, it's also the same steel that they have on the pincher.
Yeah.
They share the
I like
same steel.
the picture. Oh, okay. I just the slayback just, man, I just can't get into it. Any slayback.
This is the XL. This is the SLX.
Yeah.
The slayback.
Mind you, when a blade, let me show you why. And me and DeMarco have talked about this. Why I don't like Bowies. I don't like when a blade gets thicker or taller, whatever you want to call it, out here than it is at the scale. You know what I'm saying? So it's either got to be the same thickness here as it is here or thinner. So like a lot of your classic pocket slip joints, you'll notice the blade is really skinny at the handle, and then that clip rises up, and it's 50%. The blade's 50% taller than the pivot is. I absolutely can't stand that. I just can't stand the way it looks. I don't care how good it cuts. Will not own it. But and I think that's part of my issue with the slayback, because that right where it drops off, it's the blade's taller there than it is back at the pivot. That's just my OCD though. It drives me crazy.
So lots of good music stuff popping up. Trying to go back and see where was it? I saw the Butthole Surfers open for Nirvana. And Bobcat Goldthwait was the MC, and he was hysterical. It was as Bobcat was coming out of his, he had kind of ditched the whole police academy shtick and was becoming Bobcat that we know now. And that was awesome, dude. And then I saw someone say, it was Papa. Jurassic 5 is amazing. And yeah, dude, the big crowds of Lollapalooza aren't something I could ever do anymore. But I'm from Seattle, and Alice in Chains was huge here, and I saw them with Suicidal Tendencies. I saw them with Metallica. I saw them at Lollapalooza '94. That was one of my first Lollapaloozas. And then I saw Lollapalooza, Mad Season when they did the side project. I was at the taping for that at the Moore Theater. So if you guys know that side project that they did, Mad Season, yeah, so big AIC fan.
You may show my age, Stevie. You remember the Tesla 5-man acoustical jam album?
Yeah,
I was there for the taping of that.
really?
Yeah. What's weird is they didn't tell us. I
Right.
don't even know if they planned it. They literally were set up for a standard concert, and the lead singer said he just decided to unplug everything. They all came out and sat down in like metal folding chairs on the stage and just played their whole set acoustic, and it was mind blowing. It was absolute for that time, you know.
Right.
Because I had seen Tesla open for Def Leppard in 1987, and I was a huge Def Leppard fan, but I went home a huge Tesla fan.
Good night, Iggy.
For me, but yeah, Ian, the last
Iggy
two
dropping
concerts
off?
I've been to was Korn and Slipknot before that.
But 99 Iggy, 99 Bod. I'm excited for Jim Skelton Winter Blade Clap. Not me. Sorry. I mean, I think Winter Blade Co is awesome. I'm not. I think who was I? It was you. I think I was recently talking to Shane. I've known about. I've been actually consuming Jim Skelton content for a long time, and I go up and down with him.
I didn't hear a word of that. You were cutting out the whole time.
Was I? No.
I said I didn't hear a word of that. It was cutting out the whole time.
Oh. Someone, I guess, Jim Skelton is doing a collaboration with Winter Blade Co.
Right.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know it was Winter Blade Co. I'm going to be very careful giving my opinion here.
Yeah, he already doesn't like you, so.
Yeah, I'm just going to say this, guys.
That's awesome.
In any aspect in life, not just the knife community, be very careful of somebody who has nothing to do with you until they have something to gain from it. Those people are not your friends. You know, I'm just going to leave it at that. You can take from that what you want. When was the last time you saw Jim Skelton in the comment section or on the live?
I've seen him hang out with Lefty when he had the Devo in. I think that's about it.
Yeah. Well, how long does it take to design a knife and find a maker and get that ball rolling?
Take some time for sure.
So would you say that was probably about the time that he had started his, and then he'd seen Lefty do it successfully by promoting it on a YouTube channel? Guys, it may be the greatest knife ever made.
I smell what you're stepping in.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna let it go.
Right.
Leave it. Just be careful of people who have nothing to do with you until they have something to gain.
Todd Carr. So I think I've told all these stories before. Actually, ironically, it was Jason that started a big music. I had Grateful Panic and I had Andrew Hawaii Knife and Gear on, and all we did was talk about music one night. But Lincoln Park eventually comes up with me because their current their tour manager Jim is. I've known Jim since I was 4 or 5 years old. He's an old family friend. Went to high school with my aunt, and he's their tour manager. So, and he also used to be Marilyn Manson's tour manager, Hootie and the Blowfish, all these crazy bands, but ended up with Linkin Park, and is still currently their their tour manager. He was at Chester's wedding. Red was at Chester's memorial and funeral. Really close with the band, but long story short, every time Jim comes to town with whatever band he's working with, we get backstage, side stage, best seats in the house type tickets. And so there was 3 shows in a row that we got to go, one side stage and then backstage twice. First one was Lincoln. It was a local. It was Deck the Hall Ball. It was an eclectic show. It was Lincoln Park opened. That's when they were first starting out. System of a Down and Blink 182, who didn't belong at all at the show. And then I saw Lincoln Park at the Summer Sanitarium tour. It was Mudvayne when Mudvayne first took off all the makeup.
Yeah.
It was Mudvayne, Lincoln Park, Limp Bizkit. Yeah, I'm laughing at because a conversation that me and Shane had, and Metallica, and that was a big show at Seattle Seahawks Stadium, and then saw them when they came for Ozfest on one of the Ozfests also. So
Did
yeah,
you know, Stevie, did you know that Lincoln Park is still selling out stadiums
yes,
everywhere here?
Yep.
Like everywhere in the world, they're selling stadiums, dude.
Yep.
But not in the United States.
Right. But
That Gold Cobra album. Did you hear? Did you listen to the Gold Cobra album?
Some of it.
It's a tough listen.
It is. They definitely a lot of stuff changed.
Yeah.
Oh dang! Irish Bomb Squad in the house.
There he is.
What's up, dude? How you doing, G? Hope you're doing doing a lot better. But for those of you that don't know, Irish Bomb Squad is the one that won the said Stevie 1,000 subscriber giveaway.
You sure did.
Mm-hmm.
That was a night I subbed to him, actually. I'm looking forward to more videos from him.
Absolutely.
If you guys haven't subbed Irish Bomb Squad, go do it. He's only got a couple of videos up, but I mean, we all started somewhere. So
Yep.
yeah. There's
definitely
there's no used car salesman. There's no professional videography. The guy's just legit and real, and I enjoy that.
Yeah, so Demonoc, I gotta say, not so I'm been close to Lincoln Park. I'm not the greatest fan of Lincoln Park, but they're cool dudes. And there was always I would never say that I knew them, but met them several times. And it was a little bit more than just the meet and greet stuff. Like we got to go backstage and hang out and everything. And everyone was super cool. They also knew that we were there with Jim, so that they were nice to us. But everyone was cool. So it was more about those were just cool dudes. Kind of like how never mind. Glad that Irish Bomb Squad's in the house. He was in the Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh, your neighbor?
I remember a big insult for Lincoln Park was a lot of my buddies called them
Stinking fart.
No, they called them middle school metal.
Yeah.
And that may be so. But let me tell you something, man. If I started a band and you asked me what demographic I wanted to reach, it's middle school girls because that's where the money is. Us 35-year-olds don't buy albums. I'm not 35 anymore, but at the time I was. We don't buy albums like middle school kids do. So
no, well, and it's not.
I still enjoyed your music. It was a little. It may have been a little immature for my taste, but
it's not even them that are buying it; it's their parents that got the money.
Right. Yep.
So yeah, there is Irish Bomb Squad's link. Definitely. Hey, you know what? Look, that's what it's all about, man. I don't consider myself a reviewer either. I'll give some information out once in a while, but definitely don't worry about editing or anything. Like you said, you got the gift of gab, dude. So that's what, and Shane says this quite a bit, and I agree with it. Here's a dirty little secret. This isn't 100%, but I don't care what knife Maddie is showing off. I mean, I do, but I like Maddie.
Right.
I'm gonna watch Maddie. I don't necessarily care what Shane might be showing off in that video. I like Shane. Thrasher, Gary, my bad. Even I've been really digging my bad. Stella, again, not that you guys don't got cool stuff, and I am into it, but
Yeah.
if you got the gift of gab, which that it definitely helps. I barely got it with the way I talk, but that's what I tune in for, man. And you could tell just in your first video, So,
He was completely comfortable. He was more comfortable than I was.
Yeah.
My channel started out as Pocket Knife Review, then I changed it to Shane Gable's PKR for pocket. I've literally done one standard pocket knife review ever, and it's not. I hate it more than any video I've ever done. I just felt like I was just regurgitating the same shit everybody else does when they show a knife.
Yep.
Find your niche, and if your niche is talking to people, connecting to people, do that. Because just like Stevie said, and it's not an insult. I don't care what knife you're showing, man.
Right.
I know what knife I want.
Right.
We all, in the beginning, were watching multiple channels to figure out what knives we wanted, what knives we should buy. But once you've acquired your taste, you don't need that anymore.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't want to say anything, G. I wanted you to be that your thing, but shout out to Irish Bomb Squad's Pops, who shuffled off this Mortal Coil as well. Yeah, so I know it's been a tough week for you, brother. For sure. Take your time, man.
Yeah, I tell people all this. Stevie's the only person in this community that knows the story, part of the story, behind me and my dad. And let me tell you something, man. I'm jealous of guys that get to mourn the loss of a good man and get to remember, the good times and things like that. And I know the passing of your dad is a hard thing to go through, but it's a thing that all men, just most men, have to go through. And it's a lot harder than you think when that's taken from you. When you don't get to celebrate that life and mourn a good person, it's tougher than you think. So be very appreciative that you had somebody to miss.
Yep. CPM. I definitely. I have some similar thoughts on that as well. Now, I do think that there are still a lot of good makers. It's really, though, I think it's more designers these days. And I think I've got a lot of good newer, kind of boutique-ish stuff in as of late. And I think I'm going to start being a little bit more critical on some of this stuff. So, but I got to say, a lot of the stuff I've been getting in so far is definitely, for what I'm looking after, not too shabby. But I definitely, I can get with you on that, though, CPM.
The CPM, I do agree with what Ian Coates said. I think CPM's expectations and standards are a little higher than some of ours, and that's fine. But I like hearing CPM's opinion on things, and this knife that he's having modded, dude. I'm so excited when he releases it because I got a sneak peek and it's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was thinking about that recently. I'm
Jazz.
kind of glad that I'm not a titanium frame lock snob.
Right.
Because I get to live in that $150, $200 range and be ecstatic. Just be super happy. But CPM's he's got some good taste, man. So
yeah, he does.
he's got a high expectations because of that good taste. Nothing wrong with that.
That's a good question, Rochambeau. I talk it quite often. Not my father, but definitely, the man that kind of got me started was my grandfather. With my my switchblade that I got when I was 8 years old from him, the Schrade Walden.
You still have it?
Oh yeah, dude. My grandpa.
You got to watch the video on that.
Yeah, I think I've now made 3 or 4 videos where I actually cry like a baby in my videos. I talk about how much this knife means to me. And, it's a 1944 Schrade Walden Auto.
My first knife story, and I'm going to tell it all here because it'd take an hour. My first knife story actually, as I tell it, evolves into a story of my life. It's really crazy, man. But my Uncle Robert, who was a really good man, gave me this little, I don't remember if it was ivory or bone. I remember the hounds were white. It was a slip joint, and it had this fat little Warncliffe blade, and it was dull as a hammer. And man, I carried that thing everywhere I went. I was probably, I don't know, 10 or 11 years old. But I was at my cousin's house, who, Steve, part of the story, who come to find out is actually my brother. I was at his house hanging out with him, and this kid rode up on a mini bike. And I asked him if I could ride his mini bike because I'd never ridden one. And he said no. So I offered him my pocket knife to let me ride that mini bike 5 times around this pasture in the backyard. And he did it. And of course, as soon as I got off the bike, I regretted losing my pocket knife. But
right.
What's even funnier is you come to find out the kid that I gave my pocket knife to let me ride his mini bike was also my brother.
Really?
He was my brother on my father's side. And the cousin that I was spending the night with later in life, I find out is my brother on my mother's side. So at one point in time, we were all 3 in that field together. When you hear the whole story, it's even crazier. But yeah, it's funny how my first pocket knife story ties into all that, man. It's an insane. I really should write all this shit down.
Sure. You read a book.
Yeah.
Um.
But I did without a knife for years until I talked my mom into taking me to trade day and buying me the Rambo survival knife.
We were talking about that one too, man. I had many of the Rambo survival knives, but again, I had to
have many of them.
I had the Kmart versions that literally just had like maybe an inch of tang sticking into a plastic handle. So I eventually absolutely snapped it off. Or I remember one time I set it down next to the campfire and it actually like melted. But yeah, God, who were we talking about? I think maybe it was when Sharif was on. But that's back when I was a kid. That's when I really hard used my shit. Like I was literally hacking,
throwing it in trees.
Oh yeah, building tree forts.
A stick and making a spear out of it.
Absolutely, I used the shit out of that. And I had it, the snap pouch that had the little, sharpening stone with it, and had my fish hooks and everything, and the crabby compass that didn't actually point true north at all.
No, it did not. That thing would get you lost and you'd die.
Yeah. But I used the shit out of those things, man.
Yeah.
I remember the tip trying to throw it into a log, and the tip. It wasn't just a tip; it was like
Good.
like an inch and a half of the knife.
The whole clip point.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
snapped right off.
Yeah.
Those are classic.
Not heat treated.
Oh yeah.
But
But
God,
yeah,
you loved it though.
the official ones for sure. Those are way different story. But the ones I'm talking about, and I think they still sell like a version of it at like even Harbor Freight.
I had one that had these two pins that screwed into the guard.
So
you could use it as a grappling hook.
Yep. That was more like the commando knife.
Yeah, that was a little higher.
Had commando.
I thought it looked so cool. I felt like the coolest kid. My hand didn't fit in them, and they had the spikes on there, but I still kept them there anyway.
And Maddie, tell the truth. Were you like me? Were you too fat to have pulled yourself up if it did hook on something?
Oh yeah. The knife would be up there. And
I remember hanging from that rope, thinking, "How you doing it?" I couldn't pull my fat ass up the tree.
I had an obsession with Indiana Jones and Rambo as a kid. So I had my Rambo knife, and then I had made a whip out of just some rope. And I literally had like masking tape on like the end so it like wouldn't fray. And I would always try to at least get it around branches and like swing on them. And I don't know how many times my fat ass did it on a limb that just snapped off. I didn't even like get off the ground yet, but pretended I'm Indiana Jones and literally.
How did we not die?
I did it one time and went into like a whole like patch of poison ivy. It was like rolling around and yeah. But yeah, I was that kid. Hey, I broke my arm when I was 3 years old wearing Superman underoos and a Superman cape that my grandmother had made me, and I tried jumping off the top of my swing set. I thought I could fly.
Yeah.
So I've always like just as a boy, whatever I always wanted to imitate my whatever I'm into. So again, Rambo had to have the Rambo knife, and having to cut everything, taping it to sticks and trying to spear things. And then again, thinking I'm Indiana Jones, having my own little rope whip.
You're talking about trying to swing from that whip reminds me. I've told you a couple of stories about my grandson Cam.
Me too, Ian.
He was big into Spider-Man when he was 4. So for his 4th birthday, my daughter bought him a bunch of Spider-Man stuff, and it came with a web slinger. He dons this Spider-Man outfit, straps on his web slinger, goes out in the yard, climbs up on the picnic table, and shoots it up into a tree. And of course, tries to swing off the picnic table and falls to the ground and comes back in and chews his mom out because she bought the cheap web slinger. Not his imagination had not been crushed. He still believed that it was possible. She just bought the cheap one.
Right.
I'd have that imagination again, man.
Yeah.
But Tina, when you said you need closed caption, is my voice too low, or is it that my hick accent you can't understand? I saw you had on there. I need closed caption.
The Jeep. And I'm still trying to find this picture of I don't I'm never on Facebook anymore. And now when I go over to Facebook, I feel like I don't even know remember how to like navigate it and stuff. That's where a lot of like my pictures are these days.
Somebody mentioned that a few days ago that they just learned that you can go to Facebook and type words into search to find pictures. Like if you remember that you typed a picture something or put somebody's name in it,
I did know that.
Search bar and find it. I just learned that like
Yeah.
a couple of months ago. As a matter of fact, Stevie, it's how I found that PSA about the Glock pistols.
Oh,
I
okay.
just typed in Glock and I found it and I posted it to Instagram and that went bad.
That's exactly how I was just able to find this. So, y'all want to? We saw a young Shane last night. Y'all want to see a young Stevie?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh,
I think I'm probably 3 in this picture there.
Yeah.
I'm still in North Carolina there, and I'm like 2 in there, but that's my Superman underoos and my Hulk underoos wearing my mom's. My mom was a helicopter mechanic. So was my dad.
Whoa.
But my mom was a helicopter mechanic in the Army, and that's me wearing my mom's helicopter helmet from when she'd have to go up in the
either CPM.
Yeah, I stopped using it a while ago. I think I still do some updates on there once in a while. And that's actually where I've been talking to Sarah a lot. So Sarah doesn't really use IG; she uses Facebook more.
That's the only reason I've got Facebook in the past couple of months.
But yeah, I just don't. I don't do it anymore that much.
Does she know about the? Well, I'm assuming she knows about the big red thing because that all went to GoFundMe.
Yeah.
What's the total on GoFundMe so far? Do you know?
I have it here.
Should
I
be
was
close to 20 grand by now.
Yeah, it's just about there.
I think it made it thanks to Ed and Blue Creek Knives.
Yeah, that's actually the reason I got on tonight. I didn't mean to be on this long. I wanted to get on it and shout out Ed Harrison, man. That dude,
living legend. All right,
came to
so
play today.
Oh, dude, yeah. Again, I talked to Ed for a good hour afterwards, and there was you guys that wanted to bid on some of that stuff. You had no chance. Ed was not effing around. Let's see, share. So I meant to have this on the screen, the rolling ticker, but they are at 17,576. You factor in the fact that Ed hasn't hit yet, and neither has Blue Creek Knives. They have reached their 20,000 goal,
and we haven't even started your raffle yet.
Right. The round table raffle has not yet started, and yeah, this is amazing.
Ed Harrison, are you the one that told me that you saw me at Blade Show, but I walked past you and you didn't get a chance to say hello? I remember somebody telling me that they came up to me at Blade Show, but and it was probably the day I was following Jerry Neves, which is like chasing a rat. I apologize, but I think it was you that told me that
dude,
you got right up to me, but you never got to speak to me. I apologize for that.
So Ed, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm almost certain I was sitting with Jason when you came walking up. Yep. I'm pretty sure we were at that little table. But Maddie was there. Jason Bird was there. I think Nuz was there with us.
Nuz, Cubo, Jason, Ed, me, and you.
Yeah, and Ed just
Jason
came
Bird.
on. Yeah, and Jason Bird, and it was awesome. And yeah,
we went out for like 2 hours there. That was cool.
Yeah, just that little spot. I think it was it was over with at that point, kind of in between the main room, more
out in that hallway.
Yeah, where the escalators were letting off. That was one of the only spots that actually had like tables and chairs.
I spent more time at those tables and chairs than I did on the floor.
Yeah,
because I was not in good shape, so I had to sit a lot. But but I met the majority of people that I wanted to meet sitting at that table.
Yep.
I was really fortunate. People would see me and come over and sit down with me, and yeah, I wish I'd had more time on the floor, but hey, I wouldn't change a thing, man.
No.
It all went great. I got to meet Jason. I got to buy him dinner that night. It was yeah, I wouldn't change anything.
No.
I will change things next time, though.
Had I had more energy, I may have been in a different place. I might not have met half of you guys.
Maddie, what do you mean?
I want to do less knife browsing, more hanging.
Yeah.
Barbecues, just chilling. Like when we forego the big dinner and just ate Hot Pockets. That was amazing.
Yeah.
That's
or even the like the first night when we were all there. We went and got barbecue, but it was Joe, Lancelot Leather, and Jess, Grumpy, Gons, and Forrest all showed up. And then again, it was us and the Beeses and Nuz and just sitting around hanging out like that. And then when we all went back after Blade Show had pretty much ended, a lot of people were going out to dinner at like Cheesecake Factory or something, and we all went back to. We were trying to save money, and we had gone to Safeway or something. Or
we spent way too much at Safeway.
Spent way too much money and bought like 2 big boxes of Hot Pockets. We're like, let's just save money on food and just eat Hot Pockets. And then by the end, we weren't eating Hot Pockets. So we realized we were leaving the next day and we still had like 20 some Hot Pockets. So we just went back to the Airbnb and we're just killing it on the Hot Pockets. But Grateful Panic had come back there.
Yep.
And that's where we were. We're all sitting around bullshitting, eating Hot Pockets when you called. When you made the call, Shane.
Yeah, the call.
So we were all literally sitting around. I'm like, oh, Shane calling. And hey, just tell Maddie that thing. Yeah, it's been taken care of. Huh? And you're like, I'll talk to you later, brother. And then hangs up. And I'm like, Maddie? Shane. Oh, and Maddie at that point hadn't actually told us about the incident either.
Oh,
So no. So I didn't know what you were talking about. Maddie's like, oh yeah, by the way, and I think this is why Shane's calling. So it was a complete like, what the F is Shane talking about? And Maddie's like, I know exactly what he's talking about.
What's hilarious, Stevie, is that when it happened and when I made the phone call, it never crossed my mind. But when you tell the story, what always comes to mind is the phone call from Rocco on Blue Dot Saints.
Yeah.
Catch you on the flip side. Every time you tell that story, that's what I picture is Rocco. An Irish car bomb, by the way, you that hand job to Maddie. We'll have to handle that in Blade Show.
Yeah, I was going to say he got everything except for the hand job. That's
going to happen. And CPM, you might be surprised that the best Hot Pocket flavors are actually the lean pockets. There's something about the dough; they get crispier,
a little crispier.
Yeah, there's something about it.
Yeah, they're not as heavy,
but they're all good. Yeah. There was one with bacon that was pretty good, chicken and bacon.
Really, what I think is good is like
turkey,
the
broccoli
breakfast lean pockets.
Yes, those are
those are good.
I like the sausage.
But yeah, the again, we all say it. A lot of us say it time and time again. Is we came for the knives. We're hanging around for the camaraderie, right?
Yeah,
So. That was absolutely the funnest part. Literally walking the floor and be like, oh, hey, hey,
And I got as much as I loved the people that I stayed with, looking back on it now, I would have, because Stevie offered, he was like, hey, we may have an extra spot. But at that point in time, I wasn't even positive I was going. I would have loved to have been in that house all weekend. That would have been great.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun. So definitely looking forward to doing that again. And then even if it wasn't, maybe just organizing something at some point. Maybe it's more centrally located,
Yeah,
for
I was.
everyone.
I said I'm not
Um,
complaining at all, but I was kind of at other people's disposal. I mean,
right.
what I did, depending on them. And we didn't get in bed either night until late
Well,
until.
right. Y'all were out because
Yeah,
I know y'all were running with Jared, and
yeah,
Jared was staying with us, and they like we were staying up late, and they still weren't even back yet.
right.
So I
Yeah,
know
we were
y'all were.
dropping them off at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and then there's a good ride from our place to y'all's. It was. We had to get back on the interstate. It wasn't as far as Cole was having to drive, but yeah.
Hey, I don't want to hear nothing about drives.
Yeah,
Oh, right. He stayed way far away though, and had to drive in. But
yeah.
I
I was actually supposed to stay with Devon and Tri-State and those guys, but and to be honest, I just the reason why I stayed with who I did was because I felt so poor health wise, and we were literally a block from the Cobb.
yeah.
It just worked out better, and I would have had to do what I wanted to do that late at night. I was going to have to drive back, and I was in a truck with no tag. It was a little sketchy.
Right. See, I think I'd rather be out doing something like that.
That would be cool.
Then we met some of the. There was a big country music concert that weekend. I don't remember who it was. Maybe Jason Aldean or something like that. I don't remember. But when we went to the Waffle House very early in the morning, that concert, dude, it was packed full of the tightest blue jeans and spaghetti string tops, and everybody was hammered. We literally spent 10 minutes before we left the Waffle House trying to wake this guy up before the cops.
Yeah.
He was unconscious, so they called the cops. He was okay. He was just so drunk he couldn't wake up. We're trying to wake him up like, hey man, you got to get out of here. Dude, we couldn't. I mean, we were shaking him. People were like kicking the bottom of his boot. That concert must have been a riot, but
Right.
we got to catch the tail end of it when they all rolled into Waffle House hammered. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. And like the little again though at Blade shows, like the little breakouts, like there was one point where we went and got from that Chick-fil-A or that whatever, but it was me and you and Javon, just sitting in the little foyer. Maddie had his little folding chair that he brought with him everywhere.
Yes.
I needed that.
And just sat down and ate some crappy chicken sandwiches, for a couple of minutes, just bullshitting or walking out just for a minute and running into Lone Wolf and Gons and, just sitting down there and just, those, or me randomly running into, not randomly, but running into Freak Show and Mrs. Freak Show and going outside. And that's when, Bob DeMarco had walked up while we were just, hanging out there.
Dude, I got to sit on a sofa in that expensive restaurant at the Cobb for like 2 hours. It was just sat there with Bob DeMarco and talk about life and very little about knives, just about each other and life. And it was awesome, and right there, that little group, there's a picture of us, but it was me and Bob DeMarco and Neve and Stasa and Tim Reeve and, just an incredible group of people. But, out of all those, I sat there for like 2 hours and just talking to Bob. He is such a nice guy. Just a super good dude. I love that.
Yeah. And yeah, the conversation is the favorite part. Like also, like there was a point, and Maddie, I don't even know if we've talked about this, but there was a point where we were making that long trek back and Nuz and Cue Ball were both asleep. And me and Maddie just had like a hour plus conversation of just me and him. And it's like, it was the conversations that I had with people.
Yeah.
You know, those moments, you know, that I have a lot of awesome memories from that trip, man. And there's definitely some knife related stories, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But a lot of them were just bullshitting, you know, with the dudes.
I put it this way. I tell people that the knives are the kindling to this fire.
Right.
You know, we show up with the knives, and that's what we start the
No
fire
jingle.
with. And, yeah, and you forget all about the kindling an hour later. You know, you're
Yep.
you know, yeah, it's great, man.
If you guys haven't been, definitely try to go. It's not just a show. It's
Yeah.
meeting all these cool people, putting
It
faces to
is,
screen
man.
names.
And it's so big, you think you're gonna have a hard time with it, but like with me, I met more people because I was sick. You know, so I would just sit down in that chair, and where I was sitting was halfway between the big room and the small room. And when you hear the small room, you think, well, why would I even go to the small? Trust me, there's some really cool stuff in the small room. If you went
I
to
wish I
see.
would have spent more time in the small room.
Yes, I was in between them. So as people were walking back and forth, man, I got to meet a bunch of them, and then some I didn't necessarily get to meet, but I saw them walk by. You know, so
Right.
yeah, it was great, man.
That's where we met Ed. He walked up to us while we were there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was super excited when I saw the back of that hat. I think you were perusing past the Hinderer booth.
Yeah, we ran into each other right by the Hinderer booth.
Yeah, and I was like, that's got to be Stevie.
Yep.
I recognized the hat. And the first thing that crossed my mind was, I got to go see how high he is.
We were that the first day of Blade Show was the last part of my really I had been hitting it hard with those, and couldn't keep up anymore. And then just being at the first day of Blade Show, and I'm just like, oh my god, like I was. You can see the pictures. Our eyes are glowing. You know, we could have been shooting laser beams out of our eyes.
I could sense it, dude. I was just smiling from ear to ear. Just how spaced out and stoned you were. It was awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'd have been disappointed if it'd been any less, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it was. It was awesome.
Oh, good night, Drewby.
Drewby. Deuces. Oh, you out of here too, Mikey Mike. Appreciate you hanging out, dude. Appreciate hanging out.
Surprisingly early. It's only 10 o'clock here.
It's 8:17.
3 a.m.
But again, I haven't looked up at the clock at all. Holy crap! Until just now, I'm realizing what time it is, and not that it's late, but I didn't realize that we had been going for 3 hours, or just about 3 hours. So,
like our phone calls, I'd planned to jump on for 5 minutes and say a couple of things.
Right.
That's how it always happens.
And as Maddie says, make like a baby and head out. I never heard that one.
That's one of my favorite ones, man.
I'm 51 years old and never heard that.
Make like a bread truck and haul buns.
Yeah.
Make like a hippie and blow this joint. Make like a baby and head out.
Root beer float. No, that sounds good.
Ooh. Oh.
You know what? The best thing, did you guys? It don't sound like you did, but I'm assuming you guys didn't eat at Murph's, did you?
No.
Eat where?
Is that an expensive restaurant?
It's Dale Murphy's restaurant in the Cobb Center.
No.
And I wanted to eat there because my grandmother, till I can remember, till right up till she died, laying in her hospital bed that they had in her living room, she never missed a Braves game. Never. She loved her Braves more than anything on this earth, more than her children. That's just the truth. And she was a huge Dale Murphy fan. So I got to go in there and eat, and there was a poster hanging in there. The poster had a name, and I knew it. It was Power Alley. And the reason I knew it was because it used to hang in a baseball card shop that I used to frequent when I was a kid. I was a big baseball card collector. And that poster, when I was a kid, was like $140. It was
Whoa.
Del Murphy standing in this cruddy, dark alley with a bat on his shoulder, and the bat glowed kind of like a lightsaber. And I realized I could buy the poster at Murph's for $15, and I probably should have, but I didn't because the passion was gone already. But it was awesome. But they had the best thing I ate in Atlanta was at Murph's, and they have these things called pot roast cheese fries. It's exactly what it sounds like.
You got my attention.
Basket of fries with cheese melted on them and chunks of pot roast. And I'm not a pot roast fan. But dude, I ate it twice while I was there. I ate it on Saturday, and then Sunday when I was getting ready to leave, I walked past the place and I was like, nope, I'm going in and getting another order.
Yeah.
I ate it again before I left town. Yeah, but I took a picture of that poster because it was that was a big deal in my childhood because I couldn't afford it. I wanted it so bad, but no point in buying it now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had some awesome food moments. Not at Blade Show, but we had some. Yeah, I mean, you guys will probably never get. What's
I'm a
that?
huge Irish Car Bomb's talking about Boondock Saints. I don't know how to
I'm
turn
trying
it
to
on.
notice that.
I'm a huge Boondock Saints fan. There's usually tapestries behind me, but funny story that that tapestry hangs above my bed.
Yeah.
Fell on my head in my sleep last night. I got woken up about 4:30 this morning with that thing crashing down on top of me.
Hey, Pretty Flies back. Yeah, I don't know how annoying it gets for all the people that didn't go to Blade Show to hear us keep talking about it, but it really was. It's like it's a fun time, and I think it was also like the knife community. I think had grown so much, and people had gotten to know each other so much more over the course of a couple of years that that's what a lot of people were going for.
It heavily impacted Blade Show. Difference between this past year and the year before was night and day. And let me tell you something, guys.
Yes.
I'm on a fixed income. A few of you guys know what I had to do to make money to be able to purchase knives at Blade Show. Let me tell you something. You can buy the tickets for what was $25.
Yeah, somewhere like that. Yeah.
Tickets are dirt cheap. But let me tell you this, man. If you can buy the ticket and you can save up the gas money to get there, even if you just go on Saturday, get there Saturday morning, go home Saturday evening. Dude, don't sweat whether or not you're going to be able to buy some expensive knives. Don't sweat the knives at all, to be honest.
You can order them online when you get home.
Right. And then you can walk up and handle knives that like I did, that you're never going to be able to afford. But the main thing is just like he's saying, is the people, man. You're going to run across, and they're all every bit as friendly as they portray themselves on YouTube. I didn't meet a single fake. Well,
I like that one, Canuck.
I met one guy that wasn't who I thought he was.
I did too.
Yeah, but everybody else, dude, is just super nice, man. You can have conversations, talk about their. Don't worry about. I can't afford to go there and buy some expensive knives. That's not what it's about.
Go there, walk the floor, like you said, handle all the knives that you wanted to handle. Walk out of there with 2 bags full of swag.
Yeah.
And
you do a Blade HQ t-shirt.
Yeah. Man, just so much stuff. And
I didn't get any swag. I forgot.
I didn't either. It was all about the people. I didn't take any of that stuff.
I was getting so much stuff for giveaways. But also, like, what's cool is, and it wasn't everybody, but like a lot of the knife makers are like, they want to talk to you, like you don't feel like, we got to figure something out with that for sure. Right now, Javon, that's just a picture that I took of the slap that I did an unbox. Well, here it is right here. So that's just really just a picture of this. And then if you guys saw my unboxing video, which I do have all the stuff here, I haven't even talked about it yet. But so Jason had I was going back. Me and Sarah were talking about something, and I was trying to find something that me and Jason had talked about once. And I was scrolling back and scrolling back and scrolling back through a bunch of text messages. It was like, oh yeah, scrolled past. It's like literally one of the first 10 texts that we ever had. He sent me, he showed me what he used to write. And so originally I just took a screen capture of that. And that's what I had on my phone for when I did my unboxing. I wanted to cover up the shipping labels. And I was trying to think of like a thumbnail of what to do for the video. And I was like, let me use my thermal printer to print out. I removed the background. It didn't look right with the green background coming through on my thermal printer. So I removed the background of it and printed it out, popped it over the shipping labels, do my unboxing, open it up, and what do I see in there? Boom. The B-up slab. Because he had done a bunch of these. And so I said it. Sarah had no clue that I would have done what I did. And I had no clue that, because she said she was going to toss in some extras. I had no clue that she would have included that in there. So it was a perfect, to me, I was just like, ugh. And I paused. There's probably 8 minutes in between. So I unbox it. I say, oh, there's a handwritten letter. That was on pause for probably 8 or 9 minutes after I didn't get into the box, but after reading her letter. And then I didn't even want to, I realized I went back and watched a little of it with Stacy today. And I didn't really talk about the letter because I couldn't. If I would have started thinking about the letter.
Watch the video, dude. I can't make it past the first minute. I hope to someday, but right now I can't watch it.
The last 2 minutes are the hardest.
That's what I didn't get there. I haven't got there, but yeah. So to go back to your question, Javon, I think that we definitely want to figure something out, and be able to do something like that because with everything coming up, with all the GoFundMe and the raffles and the donations now, that's awesome. A lot of us are wanting to try to set stuff up for like long term, so coming up with some way to have a digital download or be able to do more, working with Forrest or other people in the community that do products to be able to do some sort of Jason memorabilia would be a cool thing to offer for future donations for Sarah and Nora.
Well, Javon was apologizing because he copied what I copied from you and I posted it on Instagram. I didn't think maybe I should have asked permission to do that. So
I loved it. No. I don't. That's, dude. The more, dude. The important
you
thing.
brought up something that I felt really important. I need to talk about. I know there's not a ton of people in here. We talked about it some in the Knives Live chat group, and one thing I hate about those chat groups, dude, is if you miss a day or two and you come back in there and there's stuff you didn't see, and mostly Kevin and I talking about, because we are all very well aware that these fundraisers for Jason are going to impact some of the donations for Knives Live. And we do not care. It is okay. If you're in a position where you have to decide between you have a limited budget, I can only participate in this raffle, maybe 3 weeks from now join Knife Rights to be able to enter that. Dude, enter this raffle. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to have our feelings hurt at all if this year is smaller than last year. We'd love to see it bigger, but it's not going to hurt our feelings at all. We love Doug, and I'll be honest. How many of you guys in a state right now that you can't carry a switchblade, that you would rather be able to carry a switchblade as to know that Nora's taken care of?
Right.
I'm going to venture to say none of you. So if the donations are down a little this year for Doug Ritter at Knife Rights, and it's okay. We're still going to do Knives Live. We're going to have fun. The reason why some of the information hasn't been released, we're not even going to start pushing the entries. You know, as far as you being able to join Knife Rights, send Javon the email. You know, your receipt to be. We're not even going to promote that until the day after the raffle drawing.
Yeah.
It's going to give us about a week before Knives Live, and then we're going to let it run for 2 weeks after to give people a 3-week window to be able to do it. We want to do it a little longer, but I am not stepping on this raffle. You know,
I think
we
also
don't want any part of that.
there's
like I said, you have to pick. You have to pick. You support our brother Jason Brown, and if you can do more, then that's awesome.
Yeah, and I think that there's a lot of room in this community, and there's enough to go around for sure. You know, so yeah, and honestly, everything was happening so fast. It wasn't until we got going that we're like, oh, right, Knives Rights, Knives Live. You know, so but
Not a big deal.
Yeah, it is what it is. Dude, CPM, I swear I've wrenched you like 3 times. Does that happen to you, Maddie? Do you wrench people? Do you add moderators and then it just doesn't show up? I swear I keep seeing you pop up without a wrench. And I mean, not that you're asking for a wrench, but I just like to see all blue names. But
yeah,
that's what it is more than anything.
I don't think I've ever had to re-wrench somebody.
Have you ever had to re-wrench around? Kind of
the old re-wrench around.
Kind of stings, but I'm just worried I got copper in the cut. Bod out, on those late nights. Bod you out on those late night new construction sites right now, brother. Out there trying to take some copper wire. I'm kidding. Did you hear? You weren't on, Maddie, when Bod was on, but there is a shipping mix-up with some of the things from my bad's raffle, and Urban Woodsman's knife accidentally went to Bearded Doom.
Oh,
so they didn't know each other. They had never talked, but they got connected through that. Started talking. They're meeting up tomorrow. They're both getting on their bikes. You know, he's in Florida, he's in Georgia. They're both, traveling north. Going to meet in the middle, and so, completely random set of circumstances is now, Urban, Jason and Kevin are going to go hang out and have lunch, so.
I love stories like that.
Stevie, did you notice when he was talking about that on Discord that for some reason my name was randomly right in the middle of the conversation?
No.
I thought it had something to do with me. I was really confused. He was telling the story about what happened, and
I didn't even see it.
Where he inserted my name didn't even make sense. But just right in the middle of that conversation, it says Shane.
Oh, I thought you said Urban Woodsman, Urban Outdoors. What? Did I get the two people confused? Did I fuck that story up too? I don't know. Either way, 2 knife bros are meeting up that didn't know each other, all through a memorial raffle. And that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. So, but guys, gals,
here it comes.
I am gonna have to be hitting it here.
I need
What is this? Okay, only Patina answered, but I heat color treat to copper along with. I don't know. I've never messed around with that type of stuff. I accidentally heat. I don't even remember what knife. I accidentally heat or flame anode. I accidentally flame anode a knife once trying to use my torch to heat up a Loctited pivot, not thinking that I was applying direct. Instead of getting out like my little just flame torch, I actually busted out the map gas torch, went to heat it up, and flame anode my titanium. So I'm the last person to talk about that, man.
Hey, Knives 101.
Knives 101.
We're actually just ending. Stevie has to poop.
No?
Yeah, Stevie got to poop.
Yeah, he ate them tacos.
Poop time for Stevie.
Dude, those tacos, I didn't really let myself get too distracted by them.
I didn't even think about it. That's why Jake left, wasn't it? He left the shit again, didn't he?
He did leave in a pretty quick hurry.
That's
They
me.
got to get through one life, man. I don't get it. Did they have irritable bowel syndrome?
But yeah, I love.
What's this hooker talking about?
Jesus. Oh man,
What?
Maddie,
You gave Maddie
Chaz, you're the man.
Access to your password so that he can comment as you, Stevie.
What? No, only Stevie can comment to Stevie. I'm not Stevie. I'm way over here.
Well, you think why in the world would you ever allow Satisfaction to have access to comment as you? I love Maddie, but I would never do that. And you've seen the shit I type.
Smart man.
Chaz, much appreciated, Beachola, and for that, sir, in your general direction.
It's true. You should see what Stevie puts on mine.
That's Maddie again.
We all know Stevie don't have a mean bone in his body.
Oh no!
Don't act like Stevie's being
I would like one
malicious on your lives.
He doesn't have mean bones. They're all sarcastic.
I do have a couple sarcastic bones. Yeah, I know it's weird. Every time I'm on Maddie's live, he's always trashing Katie, like always ordering her around, and
yeah, I've noticed that. I've seen that too. For a guy that married way up, you think it'd be a little nicer.
I don't understand it.
Before we get off here, while I can see your face, you do me a favor.
What's up?
Will you hit me with a Shane?
Yep, a number. So
no, not the part. You saying in a disappointed voice.
Well, he has to fart for Chaz.
Oh, okay.
I did fart for Chaz.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Fart for Chaz. That's an awesome benefit. Farts for Chaz.
Farts for Chaz.
Dude, I actually felt guilty that you made me laugh. I was so upset, and when you, I thought he would die.
Yeah. You know what? I also still have.
Exactly, Budget Blade. Exactly.
Maddie sent me these.
Oh yeah.
For rectal use only.
Oh,
I got a bunch of them. I ignore the warning signs, so I never use them. Yeah.
Got my roll somewhere.
But what I wanted to say also, and again, thank you, Chaz. This is a good one, guys, and gals. Definitely, that's something that we would love to. I'll tell the story behind Be Up at some point. hashtag be up is definitely an awesome hashtag to get going around, and I'm glad to see that starting to catch on a little bit.
It needs to catch on a lot of bit.
Yeah.
I'll catch you guys tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Central.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shane Chain.
I have to look around see if I can find a guest. I'm still not sure I want to do it by myself.
It's hard by yourself.
It can be tough.
I can't do it by myself.
Yeah, it can be. There's so much going on that trying to keep up, but it's also, again, a lot different when you got multiple people on, because you start getting into conversation and then you get 15 years behind in the comments, and then you get assholes that pop up and start making it even worse. Yeah, but that was. I got to go back and read some of those. The year is 2037. Or no, I'm sorry. When you said OTIP will be healed by the time Stevie gets to this level.
I don't even know what happened to OTIP. Like, what happened to OTIP?
He took a pretty bad bump, and
Did
he's
he?
in the hospital. Yeah, and he's cracked. So he's in the. He got a concussion.
Poor guy.
He's banged up really bad, and he even said, "I have to go. I'm nauseous and dizzy."
Yeah.
So you were pretty insensitive for that one. And I'm sure OTEP thought it was equally hilarious.
Oh, of course.
I guarantee you.
That's the kind of guy he is.
Truck.
I'm gonna make it easier for you, Stevie. I'm gonna head out. I appreciate any amount of time you guys spend with me. I love y'all. Know that I do. Peace. See y'all.
Talk to you later. Appreciate y'all hanging out tonight. Again, I've done a lot of lives since Jason's passing. This was my first time to do my own. And so I love trading the stories, love talking about the dude and keeping it lighthearted. He'd want that. That sometimes it sounds cliche, or cheesy. This is what Jason would have wanted. But I think we all knew Jason well enough to know that that's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
He absolutely, not talking about him necessarily, but just carrying on, and talking about our brothers and sisters. He loved the community. And so this, doing what we do, being silly and goofy. Again, I think you guys all know at this point, we don't take ourselves too seriously around here.
No.
And being goofy and whatnot is what I think gives us the fun. Like someone said last night, and I have to go back and read it. Haven't laughed this hard in a long time. This is what I needed. Helping each other out in that way is, I think, I laugh in times of pain, and laughing with your friends are some of the best healing I truly think can be done. And so again, appreciate y'all hanging out. Gary, Todd, Javon, BBR, Knives 101, Irish Bomb Squad, that are still all hanging out here. Blade Ogre, again, Ed, man, and Scout Avery. Ed, dude, today was, I'd say a legend was born, but I think you're already pretty legendary. But today was awesome, dude. And I know you didn't do it for the praise. I know you didn't do it for the praise.
He did it for
No.
Jason.
You did it absolutely for your brother. So sometimes I know when you do stuff like that, it can start to feel a little uncomfortable with people paying you that many compliments. But no, brother, you'd be dishing those out too. God's time.
What was second?
Yeah. Okay.
Supper?
We can't leave until we know.
And Gary, I did miss. Katie is sick. I'm gonna guess there's Pop-Tarts in there. He usually has Pop-Tarts.
Pastry for sure.
Yeah, he likes his pastries.
He always has a good dessert.
He
Or
does.
like last night he said like yogurt and granola bars, so he kept it a little. It a little light. But Todd, you can't leave us hanging. Or he's just tight.
He's typing it out. It's a buffet.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been JN. You're always listening there. Gary, give her a kiss from me, Maddie.
And then I'm coming for you, Gary. We're gonna share a spaghetti off your chest.
Bluminati doesn't have a wrench? How does Bluminati not have a wrench? What do you mean Bluminati doesn't have a wrench? An own channel member doesn't? Oh my goodness. He was green. I didn't realize that he also wasn't white. Hey,
Thanks, guys. I'll let her know you're thinking about her. There it is.
Especially you, Gary. All right. Second supper. Made chicken nachos with mushrooms, peppers, onions, 3 cheese blend on top with salsa, sour cream. Dessert is chocolate fudge Pop-Tart.
I knew there was a Pop-Tart. That sounds good, though.
Dude, chicken nachos are very, very, very underrated. Hashtag Kane to Sate.
Go to this comment.
My dog just walked in my room, stood by the fan, farted, and left. I hate that dog. Oh,
that's I love that dog.
Dog.
All right, but I gotta go feed these youngins, so I'm gonna hop off too.
Yeah, sorry, Lefty. We just we're
Lefty.
hopping off right now.
Hey, buddy.
Appreciate you stopping by. Holy crap, this is one of the longer ones I've done. So definitely appreciate all y'all stopping by. Lots of good lives tomorrow. Peter, Christine, Stella, Zach, Shane's going live tomorrow. Lots of good stuff. So hope to bump into you guys. And definitely Stella's lives are some of the funnest. They're fun too, man. So
yeah,
definitely check out Stella. And yeah, till the next time, bid you mofos, deuces.
Good night.